Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Vox Jed. Find about it today. We've got another guest episode. We've got ChippedShrimp. Thank you for being on, ChippedShrimp. Who are you? What do you do? Introduce yourself. Say hi.
Who am I?
Go ahead. You don't even introduce me, Jed.
No, I don't fucking need to.
Oh, well, all right.
Tragic,
While we fight in the background,
in the
you
name.
introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Hi, I'm ChippedShrimp.
You idiot.
Oh, they're fighting, Mom! Let's fucking see, Jesus Christ. I use she, her pronouns. I sometimes stream, not really. I'm something. And I'm here. I'm the funniest. That's it.
Holy shit.
Ever.
Vox,
Holy
we've
shit,
been bumped
it's an
down to
honor,
like
dude.
3rd and 4th place.
Second and
dude,
third.
no.
Wait, who the fuck is in second if it's not us? Why are we in third?
I don't
and
know,
fourth,
but I
not
know it's
second?
not us. I know it's not us.
It's like some guy down the
Neither of us
street,
could
you know?
be top guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But obviously, I'm 3rd and you're 4th because that's how this works.
No. Surely not. Either way, though.
Oh man, how you doing? How you doing, Shrimp?
How you doing? How does the day find you?
Day's been finding me good, man. I'm in college. I've been in and out of classes all day today, so that's about what I've been doing.
Oh hell.
God, yeah.
Well, we're glad you can make it, and you can actually make it on like our normal recording time schedule too.
Yeah,
a lot of
that's
times we
lining
have
up.
to do like funny times.
It's been lining up a lot lately, weirdly enough. Like the last like
Mhm.
3 or 4 guests I've gotten a hold of were all immediately like, yeah, that time works. So this is great. This is awesome. I'm loving that this is working out. But yeah, no, welcome onto the show, I guess. I didn't realize we hadn't gotten to you yet. That's why this
Yeah,
took so
but
long.
I was like, how about shrimp? And Vox was like, well, we had shrimp on, and I was like, no, we didn't. What? And I had to look through the episode log because one of us was fucking crazy, and it wasn't me.
Yeah,
Oh,
one of
man.
us was losing our fucking minds, and it was not Jake.
Yeah.
One of us. Yeah, no, because I like see you guys post about the podcast all the time, and I see you guys like making your way down the people on Willow list, and I'm like, oh, I know that guy. I know that guy. I know that guy. Wow. I know
When
that
will
guy.
it be
I know that
my
guy.
turn?
And then I got the DM and
When
like,
will my time come?
finally. I
Yeah.
like crawled out of the cave and like saw the light for the first time and went, I knew it. They're gonna fight and I'm gonna be there.
Now
I'm gonna be the
there.
about it.
Yeah. We're gonna fight and you're gonna be
Oh,
about
man.
it.
Oh man.
Oh
I'm
my
the
god.
best.
But before we get too deep into fighting, you want to open with an actual interview question, Jed, and not like a "How are you doing?"
Yeah. Yeah, well, I was just saying, like,
being
how are you
polite.
doing? Because I was being polite. I was making conversation.
Cordial, I understand.
Before I get into like the this is a very important interview. You have to answer this wholly honestly, and if you don't, we're gonna kill you. Sorry.
Oh, rats. Okay, that's
Um,
fine.
Well, not us. We've got like a legion of like little goblin men who will like crawl out from under the desk and fucking get you. Yeah.
They're
It's
actually
unfortunate.
already under your desk right now. Don't kick your legs too hard.
Yeah, I
Oh,
wouldn't
man.
acknowledge them. Don't
Oh.
think about them too hard. If they feel that you know that they're there, they'll get you.
They sense
They'll come
fear.
for you.
They can sense
Oh,
it. They
man.
know. Anyway.
I'm terrified. My God,
But-
I didn't think when I'd get on the podcast, I'd be like hunted down by little creatures.
Just under duress, yeah.
Man,
But you are ChippedShrimp, and you said you do Twitch sometimes.
way.
it's
So
true.
what made you interested in doing content, whether it be Twitch or otherwise?
Oh shoot. Well, when I started doing content, it was way before Twitch. I was on YouTube, and I did. Y'all remember animation memes and like speed paints?
Oh,
years
you
ago?
would, wouldn't you?
I was that motherfucker. Oh my
You
god.
would, wouldn't
I was in the multiple animator projects. I did speed paints. I did Markiplier and Jacksepticeye animations. Like
Oh,
I
that's
was all in that, dude. I was all in that.
This
was
is an
amazing.
unfortunate
Oh
thing.
man.
It was amazing. It was amazing. But that's really what I did. And then, 2020 happened. And everyone was doing Minecraft from a quirky server that started getting bigger. And then I got into one SMP. Met my partner through that SMP actually, and then
that's sweet.
From there, then started just kind of streaming from there because I think the owner of the server messaged me and was like, "You need to do like something content wise on the server," and I went, "Oh, my bad. Okay."
You like actually have to do that? Sorry. Why would they invite you if you like weren't doing a ton of content?
I don't know because I promoted my like shitty YouTube that I'd been like uploading speed paints to, and they're like, "Yeah, you do content, kinda. Let's throw you in the race too."
So they thought you were just sitting in the corner winning the Dickhead Award?
I
just like rooting for it?
Yeah, I fucking guess. But
holy
oh my god.
And then they're like, "Can you stream? Because like we're gonna do this really big event and you should stream it." And I went, "Okay." So I did, and that was it. And then it just it just went from there.
Yeah. Oh man.
Sure, I'll do that. Why not?
Sure, fuck it.
But that's an interesting start.
My like 0 audience really showcase what I can do on this server.
Yeah. Really
just somebody like server owner somewhere just pushing you in a direction and going, go, and now you're
chop.
chop. Dad's monkey dance. And I went, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh man.
Just watching the monkey dance while it like pleads for its life, just going, yeah.
Rubbing my hands together like a fly on the wall. Just yeah.
That's always been an odd expression to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. Oh my god, I'm autistic. That's why. I just realized that like the term flammable. I usually have a pretty good time with metaphor. No. Hear me out. I usually have a pretty easy time with metaphor, but that one's always struck me as odd. So I was like, why? Even as a kid, I was just like, why the hell would you ever want to be a fly? Like, what conversation could possibly be worth being a fly for the duration of it to be able to hear it happen?
What are these assholes talking about when they want to be a fly?
What kind of fly shit is dickheads going on about?
Idiots.
Morons. Only know flies only live like 2 weeks.
Because that makes a lot of sense to me. Fly on the wall, just because it's like fucking of course you just want to be an unobserved party there.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's just like an odd way to say it. I think it's just like an odd thing to choose. I suppose.
Yeah, no.
Better a fly on the wall than a roach in the cabinet or some shit, though. I guess so.
I want to be like ant on the sidewalk. Actually, can that be an expression now? Just ants on the sidewalk on a hot summer day.
I'd like to be the moth, like trapped inside of the light housing for the lights above them. That's what I'd like to be.
I want to be
one of those little like fuck ass, can't eat them, can't do anything with them mushrooms that grow in your yard after it rains too much. I want to be one of those.
Oh yeah.
Just like a nuisance, or like
just hanging
just
out,
like
a annoyance, dog. That's all I do. I'm just living. I decompose. That's what I'm getting up to over here.
I fuck with it.
Yeah,
decompose a little bit. You know, not quite photosynthesize. Just taking nutrients. You know, having a time.
The decomposer.
Yeah, the decomposer.
The decomposer. Yeah. Oh man.
I suppose I would be. Yeah. Anyway, now that we've discussed what kinds of various flora and fauna we'd like to be, hypothetically, thank you for joining me on the like what sort of small object or creature would you like to be portion of the show.
Perfect.
I am shocked that shrimps weren't brought up.
You're
in that
so
conversation.
Right. I forget about those guys sometimes, and I really shouldn't.
You forget about them.
You forget you're a shrimp.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's understandable.
Why are you a shrimp
themed sometimes too? And it's your name, like your whole thing.
Yeah, the origin actually comes from. Here's the lore. Do you guys want to know the lore of the name?
Sure.
We do.
Yeah,
that's one of the questions. The lore of the name of the character.
Even better. So I stole it.
The whole thing?
I stole just the shrimp part. I stole that shit. Back in like I want to say 2019 or I think either 2019 or 2018. Going back to Markiplier.
Oh boy.
He did a GTA RP thing.
Years
ago. Yeah, and there was someone he would play with a lot, and the guy's name was just Shrimp_ on Twitch. And I yanked it. I yanked it from
You
her.
just took it? You just wanted to be a shrimp?
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of
You just
funny.
like chipped a little piece off of it and took it with you.
Yeah. Well,
Now you're
Chip
the
Shrimp.
name went through like several iterations. Shrimp was always part of it, but it was like
What's the worst
S
one?
shrimp, A up shrimp. It was A up shrimp was the worst one.
Called yourself a yup shrimp.
A up shrimp. Yep. A up.
Like, just, there's a shrimp. Sure is, you know?
Yeah.
A up. A up
Yep.
shrimp.
End of thought process.
That was it. Yeah, and I had that for like a good. That was the one I had before I was ChippedShrimp. I hated that. It was like such an awkward transition time, like figuring out what I wanted to do stream wise, and then I did ChippedShrimp because I also stole the chip part. I steal a lot of
Where did you
things
steal the chip part from?
from the D&D podcast. Just roll with it.
Oh man! Wow, you can like trace them back.
Yeah.
Like a
You can like
family
find
tree
your
for your
lineage
shit.
of like the fandoms
Yeah.
and shit you're in through your brand. That's fun.
Absolutely.
That's always a fun
Absolutely,
thing.
man. Makes it fun though. I like it.
Any other fun little
Yeah.
details about your character you want to talk about, or about your online persona?
Let's see. Shoot, my Sona's jacket. You can kind of see it in this little PNG I have. That was like a character I had made when I was in like elementary school. Had this exact jacket. And I just stole that jacket and like had it, like just continued to use it because I was like, I just like it a lot. You can't see it in this, but if you go to my Twitter,
Right.
plug.
I could pull it up. I could pull it onto the show. Hold on.
You can pull
I can
it
make
up.
that
You can pull
happen.
it up.
That's possible.
Wow.
Hold on. I actually
Yeah.
need to go to
The
your Twitter
wonders
for a
of
different
technology.
topic anyway, so we'll transition there then, I guess.
Oh, that's terrifying. It's gonna be like, look, what about your most recent tweet? And I'm gonna be like, oh no.
What is your most
I
recent
hate-
tweet?
I
Don't
think
go
it was
look.
like,
Don't go look.
I think it was something. I think I posted it this morning when I was waiting for one of my classes to start, and I was
Is it?
sleep deprived.
The right art?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Beloved Marty Soggy Wave made that. But the
Oh, hell
little
yeah. Looks good.
thing in the middle, it's supposed to be like a Cheshire cat smile, and it's devolved over the years. But that's what it's supposed to be, because I was gonna do like Cheshire cat,
Really?
like Alice in Wonderland. Yeah.
I think it reads, yeah.
Okay.
You can see it in like the lip shape and like the teeth pattern, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, some other things about that design or whatever, but I like it. I think it's fine. It's kind of just, I've grabbed things from, again, things I like, and then thrown them into a character that kind of looks like me, like, in person. And then I went, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. None of the characters I've ever made, like, over the years have ever really looked at all like me, like, in design, but they all kind of end up looking like me once I wear into them. Like, the rat, like, I've heard multiple people say that I just look like that. That's just how I look. Like, for real to them is just, like, not that that's their mental image, but just, like, there are similarities that are, like, there, you know?
Yeah,
In a weird
I've
way.
got
It's
two
like how
photos
people
that
start
I
to
can
look
put
like their
side by
dogs, or
side.
vice versa. I don't know.
yeah.
I've got
You're
two
saying-
photos that I could put side by side. One is Vox's icon, and one is an actual photo I have of him. And it's like
that one time we were
striking.
doing like a drinking night and we all had our webcams
Yeah.
on, or like a high night or something, and we all had our webcams
hell
on,
yeah.
and I was laughing at something, and somebody caught me mid laugh, cheeks flushed, like just took a sip of my beverage, and it is exactly my profile picture art. It is exactly that. Like I have a 50% opacity overlay of it somewhere. Here, Jed, you want to work
That's
on digging that up
amazing.
and like throwing it in the chat?
But
I won't put it up on the stream,
Sure.
but I'm not gonna put it up on the
That's-
screen. But like for Shrimp's sake, and while you
Hell
do that, let's talk about this. Let's have a
Oh,
chat
no.
about
What's-
this, shall we?
Which one? This is my every pony tweet.
Yeah. Would you like to read it out for the class potentially?
Oh yeah, you know what? I think we should all start calling groups of people every pony again, guys. Like, I just think we should start doing it. You know?
All right.
Come on, every pony.
Okay.
Let's go.
And at risk. And at risk of your own life and continuing to be on this show for the next like hour and 30. Elaborate.
Yeah.
Why did you tweet this?
Because I was thinking about another tweet I had made like a few months ago that I've been like, I tweeted it originally like 2 years ago, and I deleted the original, and then I tweeted it, and then I deleted that one, and so I've just been doing that on the cycle, and no one's fucking noticed, and it is the funniest
having a private
thing to
Twitter
me.
is great because all the tweets that I might think I'll regret before I hit enter, I can just put them there for now and then move them later.
I gotta find this other one that I tweeted because it was so funny. Hold on.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I am unable to find this photo box. I apologize.
Nah, it's somewhere. That's all right.
Oh, I can't find it. But it was some weird tweet. I was like, why is she in your DMs if she's my special sum pony or some like stupid My Little Pony reference?
I have seen you tweet that. I have seen you tweet that more than once. I just never realized it wasn't just the same tweet. I saw that tweet, and then I saw it again and was like, didn't I see this like a week ago? Where did this come from?
I like causing people deja vu in the worst sense of like my fuck ass tweet.
You're trying to engineer like Groundhog's Day on your fucking Twitter timeline.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I don't know. I just like, you know, what's the thing where it's like, think before you post. I don't. I just post.
You just post.
I
just posted.
It's funny. I just think it's so funny. I've given up having like a quote like brand Twitter, people being like, let me post about like my recent art like commissions or even like a stream. Nah, I'm gonna tweet about it. I think we should start calling everyone Every Pony again, because like why not? Kind of fun.
Yeah, those are the best brand accounts, I think,
not?
are the ones like the content creator accounts that don't ever bother being brand accounts. They're just personal accounts that are also for that, you know?
Yeah, because I've noticed a lot of people have like their main account and then like an alt version of their account and then a private account. It's like, nah, I have that. I have a private. I barely use it, but I have that one. And I just have my main and I just post whatever the hell I want on there, and I think it's funny. If no one laughs or likes it, I don't care. It made me laugh like really hard. So that's why I posted it.
Yeah, I'm tweeting about like it's so funny to have a private Twitter as somebody who like probably shouldn't by all rights because I don't use it the right way, I don't think. I'm just like I see most people posting like angst and like I say angst about like real world depression.
Yeah.
But like just posting like vent posts about how like god awful their life is at the moment or like what they're going through, and right next to it is just like, oh Jesus Christ, dude, Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
I'm tweeting about Kendrick Lamar all fucking day, dude. All day, every day.
I've considered
when I'm not tweeting about Kendrick Lamar on my private Twitter. I'm tweeting about fucking like. I shouldn't say that out loud. I shouldn't say that out loud. Out of there. It's not safe for work. It might get me arrested though.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. I don't want like the feds coming and knocking at my door.
Vox has political opinions.
I have political opinions, and not the way. Whoa, no, Jed, no, whoa. I have strong political opinions that are very left leaning. All right.
Yeah.
I feel you can't just say he has opinions today. That's something you're allowed to say.
That's true.
Opinions. Also, I put in one of my favorites I've ever tweeted into the group chat.
Let me pull it up for the gallery. Oh my god, what is that? What is this thing? What is this fucking
don't mind the
thing?
creature. Don't mind the creature.
What the hell?
You know,
that looks like the Pink Panther.
Every time you wash your hands, you aren't actually washing them. They wash each other while you stand there watching them like a fucking freak.
That is how that works.
Just so you know.
I mean, you're doing the motion, but like, they're doing it. You're
watching them do it, yeah, and you're just standing there watching them like a freak. And then everyone was like, "Shrimp, why did you post this? Shrimp, what does this mean?" And I'm like, "Am I wrong? Am I incorrect here? No."
Yeah.
Am I wrong about this? No. Should I say it? No.
Yeah, probably not.
Yes.
Love that category of fact or like opinion.
Yeah.
It's just like it doesn't need to be said, but it'd be funny.
I've considered doing a private Twitter, but nobody's on my Twitter enough that I've considered just doing whatever the fuck I want with my Twitter. I don't really have
that anyway.
like a
you tweeted,
public
why are we
persona.
pranking the dog the other night with no context, like 3 weeks ago?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
That's the funniest
Um,
post. Like no.
I think you
context,
liked it.
stupid.
I did like
Good.
it, Shrimp.
Oh, Shrimp?
Good.
Yeah, Shrimp might have liked it.
Probably.
Yeah, because like
why are we
I don't know.
pranking
I
the
just
Why are we pranking the
Oh.
dog?
What the dog doing?
do we even explain the bit behind that? We're gonna have to
We're
explain a
watching
couple
like an
bits today.
America's Funniest Home Videos on a high night.
Yeah.
And again, this was a particular night. I hate how often it sounds like we get high. It sounds like we're high every fucking night when it's like just a couple times over the weekends usually. But like,
Yeah.
anyway.
I get high.
Point
I
being-
get high. I drink. It's fucking chill. I don't care.
Well, yeah, I just hate to
Yeah.
like get on the show and it's like, dude, this guy's told 3 stories about being high in the first 30 minutes of the show, and it's not even just him. There are 3 people on this show. How did he do it? But we were watching America's Funniest Home Videos, and we were like leaned back in our chairs, just kind of staring at the screen, and then a video of a dog came up, and they were like doing like the blanket thing to him, I think, where you like raise a blanket and then run as fast as possible
yeah.
out of the doorway. And Jed just goes,
Yeah.
dude, why are we pranking the dog?
Well,
And that-
I think it was Wivey who said that.
Wivey.
And we
It
all
was our
just
other
responded
friend
with
that was
just
there
like,
at the time, and then Jed stole it and tweeted it.
fuck. Why are we pranking the dog?
Like, Wivey said it as a joke, and then you just took it and were like, wait a minute, for real though, why?
Yeah, like what do we gain?
Bro had to pull the. I need a minute to think about this. As you like go off
Yeah.
into the corner with your hands behind your back.
God
Yeah. But speaking of weird bits that have
Weird
like
bits?
kind of extended out in weird ways. So this was months ago. Vox had
Mhm.
just gotten back from a trip to Orlando, Florida, where he went on a couple of rides.
You're wrong.
Is it not
I
Orlando?
went to sunny, luxurious Orlando, Florida. I didn't go to fucking
right.
Orlando. What are you talking about?
Right.
Sunny,
Yeah, get it right.
luxurious Orlando, Florida.
Get it right. Get it right.
Yeah.
But he goes on the ET ride, and he's been making bits about it because he made bits on the ET ride about how
we're
at the end of the
explaining
ride ET reads out names.
Well, can I
And
give my
they'll
spiel
say,
about that?
like, yeah, give your spiel. Go ahead.
Mm-mm.
Because so this is my first time setting foot in like a proper major theme park, and so it was a good time. And I was just having like the people I was there with who were like all like, it was my husband and then 2 of my husband's friends who were like both annual pass holders, and so just come all the time and don't really care what we do. And so it was just the thing very quickly became about like, how much shit can we get Vox to see throughout the day? You know, like how much like, oh, we should take him on this ride. No, this one first. Like, they were like leveling out itineraries and shit for me, which was fun. It's great to have 3 people who've been before on a trip with you catering the trip for you. It's fucking phenomenal. But the thing about it was, they were like, oh, we got to do ET. We have to do ET. It's like the oldest ride in the park. It's got like a very like signature smell. The ride queue's very cool. And I was just like, okay, you sold me. I'll get on ET. You didn't have to tell me twice. I'll just do it. And I did it. And the ride's pretty cool. But they have this whole feature for I don't know if you're familiar, Shrimp, but like, you're familiar. I've told this story to you.
You have.
But for audience's sake,
Yeah.
before you get in the ride, during the queue, at like the start of the queue, they ask you what your name is, and they like put it on like an ID card, and then they hand you the ID card, and then you give the ID card to somebody at the end of the ride queue, like right before you get on the ride. So you've got a good 20-minute, like 10-20-minute gap, depending on the time of day. Not a long wait, mind you, for ET, but we were going end of day, which is like, ET's a slower ride, so it's very much just like it's 8:58 and the park closes at 9. I'm just gonna ride this real quick and get the fuck out of here, you know. And so like, you get on the ride, and then at the end, you've completely forgotten about the name thing, and then ET comes along to thank you for helping him by name. And so I walked away from that trip with just a treasure trove of bits about doing a shitty ET impression and just going, thank you, Barack Obama.
Yeah.
And shit like that. And we were doing that on stream, I believe. Maybe it wasn't. But either way.
No, I remember what had happened because you
know
were
how
doing
this
these
happened?
bits.
Okay, go ahead.
I do
You take
remember
it
how
now.
this happened.
We
We were doing these bits, and I was in Willow. I was doing some chore in Willow, like I used to do before I fell off. And I ended up stumbling across a sign that had said like some like PSA, and it was labeled by you or by somebody else, and it had your name, but it had your name as Chipped Space Shrimp. as like first name, last name, Chipped Shrimp. And so I was like, oh, well, thank you, Chipped Shrimp. Oh. And then all of us, like Vox and I think his husband, all at the same time did a thank you, Chipped Shrimp. And that's just like where that bit was born, because we found your name was very funny to say in the ET.
Doing the ET voice and going, thank you, Chipped Shrimp is very funny, because shrimp is like such like it makes shrimp into like a U shape in your mouth. I don't know how that works. Like it's like the word shrimp is like, it's got like a dip in it.
Yeah.
Fun word to get out in that voice. So like we just picked that up every time we'd run into you. We'd do a quick little thank you, Chipped Shrimp. And I hope you know that happens quietly. If we're online and you like join, we're doing that like quietly to ourselves every single time.
No, because you guys had like, what was it? I think, because I know the area that it was. It was I have a little cave house. Yeah, I have a little cave house near Dark's Castle, and I think the top I just had like Chip Shrimp Home, like Chip Space Shrimp Home, or something like that. And then there's a sign that got posted that was just "Thank you, Chip Shrimp" from ET, and I went, "Huh? What did I do? What happened?" And so then you guys like came over and were just like doing that bit
for you.
Yeah, you just left it there. And I was so confused. I think I have that on stream. But I was like, what the fuck does this mean? Like, who? What?
From E.T.
Yeah, I'm like, what? And then, like, I'm also, like, quote, like, in character, whatever the fuck. So I'm like, who is this? Like, is this a new person? Did someone show up in the world of Willow? Or whatever the fuck. But also, I'm just laughing. I'm like,
fucking E.T. They're like,
E.T. and Willow.
A reference. This is particularly funny because at the top of this happened like a week or two into season 3. Right before season 3, we all had a big like gather every member of Willow together, ring all the bells. We're not doing pop culture characters anymore. We have to do exclusively like new original shit. And then E.T. appears 2 weeks into the server because you're fucking.
That's why I was confused. That's why
there's gotta be a
confused.
CPM E.T. out there, right?
Fucking probably.
But there's gotta be.
But
somebody's gotta find it.
But either way, you guys had like come over and started just doing the bit, and then you told the story, and then I just remember laughing my ass off because it was so funny. And my Discord bio now, if you guys ever looked at it, it just says "Thank you, Chip Shrimp" from ET. I've had that for months now because it just has made me laugh every time I read it.
It's such a simple bit, but it's so hard to. It's not hard to explain. It's just so long-winded to get people in on it.
Yeah, but I don't know, because then I'll just like be after you guys had like done that bit, I would just go around my room, like I'd drop something on the floor and I go, "Thank you, Chip Shrimp," and I'd like laugh and I'd like pick it up or whatever. It's infected me. I swear.
That's so fucking funny. I love that this lives beyond us because like there's so many of these. It's rare a bit ever leaves the nest with us. Like we're pretty like one note when it comes to our bits, or like one mind where it's like I'm trying to make Jed laugh and Jed's trying to make me laugh. And like that's like the end all be all of our jokes. And so like when somebody else latches onto one like that, it's always fun to like see it take a life of its own. You know?
Well, because it works so well, and like you guys have said, the name Chip Shrimp kind of just like I feel like it just rolls off the tongue like really well, just Chip Shrimp. Like
the
it's
like
just so
CH and like
say.
the SH sounds in there work really well,
Yeah, so I mean I like the name a lot, so of course just incorporating it into random bits makes it so much fun, like so much more fun to say. So then I'll just be like, yeah, I'm Chip Shrimp. Thank you, Chip Shrimp. It's just so stupid, but I love it so much.
It's such a funny bit.
It's a good time.
It's a real good bit.
I bring it up because like that's one of our like few interactions we've had with you, because like I don't think we interact like a ton. We've interacted, a few times, but like it's funny that that's the bit that stuck.
Yeah, because I think our like first time really interacting much was on console, because the skulk stuff or whatever you guys were doing, and then I like my character Samara had like a quote bigger thing to play in that because she had just eaten skull. Because I think that bit is so funny of like, oh no, someone got infected. They probably got like mind controlled or something. No, this dumbass kid just like took some and ate it. Because why the fuck not? I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Just a little snack, if you will. But I think we mainly interacted on that for console. And then like bits for Willow and everything.
Mhm.
Other than that, the other interaction was just thank you, ChippedShrimp. That's it.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. It's so
Oh,
crazy because we run
man.
into you so little, but I feel like because I think the most extended period of time we've ever interacted in any capacity was in character talking about an imaginary salt lick.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
so right. You're so
I think that might be the longest
And, like, the
conversation barring
birds
this
in your
one we've
brain.
ever had.
Yes. Oh, you're so right. I forgot that happened. The salt lick.
It's such
Yeah.
I was like punching the air after I got done with that stream. So I was like, dude, the salt lick is such a good bit. Because I just like that wasn't pre-thought at all. I just leaned out my front door because Jed was like, hey, somebody's walking around outside. I was like, all right, let's go check on that. Here for the salt lick? Like 50 miles that way. By the way, we did the math after that stream. 50 miles out is like 80 million beyond the world border.
Yeah.
It's like
really far out.
infinitely far. There's just no way you can
Yeah.
ever get to it.
I
It's
love it so
absurd.
much. That bit was so funny, and I think what makes it even funnier is like on Willow, I'm supposed to be like a quote, not I won't say villain, but kind of. And I just end up doing stupid bits. Like I need to take the character more seriously, but it's too funny when I run into you guys and I'm talking about the salt lick and birds in the brain for like 50 minutes, you know?
Oh,
And then
right,
it's like,
because my
yeah, I'm
fucking
a
sound
villain.
effects mod was stuck, so I was hearing like bird sounds full volume the whole stream, no matter where I was.
Yeah.
It's I don't
Just
have
all
the
the
ambient
birds.
sounds thing, but it does just get stuck sometimes, and I never notice really until I'm like in a cave and I'm hearing bird song, dude.
Yeah.
It's so funny though. It's so funny.
It's a very good bit, yeah. To just like have bird brain for a minute. But no, yeah, I thought that was really fun. I think I don't know, I think we have a really good rapport in content, and so it's just like there just aren't many opportunities where we're in the same room on the same project, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Just a
But
a
it's-
whack
it-
in like the wires somewhere. You're saying, Jed?
It's a good time, and it was funny
It's a
when
good
I saw your bio to see that like we had infected you in some way.
Not that hard to infect Shrimp. Shrimp's got another like new infection every week, dude.
It's true.
yeah,
I
fair
just involve my brand every 5 seconds with little things I pick up. I'm like, what's that name? I can't, or the game or whatever where you played the little guy with the big hat.
Katamari?
And he's like, yeah, Katamari. I'm just that. That's
Yeah,
just me
Katamari.
picking up new things
Yeah.
to add to my thing.
A big ball of like shit that you enjoy. That's what I think
Pretty
like the
much.
best like characters end up being, like the best like sona characters anyway. End up being
Yeah.
just like, this is a guy that's basically just a personification of a bunch of shit in my closet, you know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
literally it. Yeah, that's literally my evolution of my sona has been that. I was like, I was a pirate for a bit, you know. I like was the stupid like, oh, I have a hoodie and I'm quirky, like fucking sona too. Like I did all that shit. I had evolution. I was a space guy for a bit. Just anything I really liked at that
Space shrimp.
moment. I had space stuff for a bit. It was cool. I want if I didn't do ChippedShrimp, my other quote brand I was going to rebrand to was Space Chip. Like spaceship.
Space Chip!
The spaceship.
Oh
Spaceship.
That's
man, you
funny.
couldn't have done that. Too many Buzz Lightyear
Yeah.
comparisons. I don't know if you know about this.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did like a short for like the 4th movie, and they gave us a little tiny Buzz Lightyear guy, and his name is Chip, and I think he's funny. But like you would not get away with that. No way.
Yeah, that's also why I didn't kind of go in that because I feel like someone had already would probably have done something with it. So, and I didn't want to get rid of the shrimp thing too easily because I think it's been with me for years now, and I just anytime I see a shrimp and or like I will have people I don't talk to, like not in like a bad way, but like I've talked like been to a server like once with or been a VC with once, and they will message me out of the random, and it's like I went to the aquarium today and I saw some shrimp. Here are some pictures. It's you. And I'm like, oh shit, it's me. Who are you again? But thanks.
I used to get that with rats back when I hung out with a bunch of non-furry people. Like I would have like every now and again somebody go, haha, look, rat, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. There's a rat in there. That is a photo of a rat.
Yeah.
And it's always like a pleasant surprise because I like rats. They're funny little rodent guys, and so it's fun to just like open my DMs and what a surprise, you know? It's a little guy hanging out,
Yeah.
delivered
Yeah.
to me. But
Eh, It's nice to kind of have caricatures of that though, because like there are a lot of people who have that habit of just that like fucking appearing having something appear in your DMs because it's kind of vaguely related to you and you aren't necessarily upset by it. It's just kind of there. It's a good time.
Yeah. I do that to people a lot more than I have that done to me. And it's funny. Like, I love being the giver of those because it's like it's such a silly thing.
I think I've sent ChippedShrimp several shrimp getting cooked.
More than likely.
Oh no!
More than likely, because
like,
every
joke about getting cooked.
It is funny.
You're cooked.
No, it's typically related to something. I think. Oh yeah. I had seen you tweet that like, man, I wish I was ChippedShrimp, and I saw a shrimp getting like cooked alive on the next tweet after it, and I had to send you that back to back. I'm just like, man, I wish I was ChippedShrimp.
Yeah,
and then like,
that's another stupid thing I like to tweet because I'll just be like, man, I wish I was ChippedShrimp. Anyways, and it's just like, wait, but hold on. And
I think you even tweeted like, guys, I wish ChippedShrimp was real. Like with like a sad emote next to it, like a emoticon, like not an emoji, like a little like text thing.
Yeah, I've done that. I think I tweeted that exact thing and then quote retweeted it with "wait," and just that's it.
Wait,
just wait.
Wait a minute.
How long do we need to wait for?
Or I tweeted one that was like, "Oh man, I really wish ChippedShrimp were real. If I was ChippedShrimp." But what if I wasn't ChippedShrimp? And then shrimp, shrimp? Oh god. And just like stupid shit like that. Like I'll just go on a tangent of my name for like 20 minutes and tweet about it. And then someone will reply to it and I'll just be like, okay. Or like I'll just send like some random stupid image I have in my phone's camera roll. And then just send that as a reply.
Yeah.
That's
but
good. You got another question, Joe?
Back to the questions.
I think that's good, as in, like, I think that wraps that little conversation in a night tight bow. Got no segue. Drop us a question, Jed. Get us out of here. Get us out of no man's land. It's scary here.
It is scary. But when you started making content, you were kind of pushed into it, as you had said. But what inspired you originally? Like, who inspired those animation memes, or even like what you do on your streams?
Oh shoot. Dang. That's going back. Old animation memes. There were 2 creators that were in like that community. Or really 3. And the thing is, I can't remember their names. But they did a lot of like I just can't remember their names because it was so long ago. But
those guys are gonna be so mad when they watch 37 minutes of this podcast.
Actually, wait, no. Bam! Brain Blast. I remember.
Okay.
I remember 2 of them. It was
Bam and Brain Blast. What an odd couple of names.
Brain Blast. No. It was their names were Swift Chaos and Taxi Cab. They were 2 like they did.
Oh, I've heard of Taxi Cab.
Crafted stuff. Yeah, old team crafted stuff because that was also the stream of like the area I also really enjoyed. Unfortunately,
no, it's okay. I used to watch Skydo's Minecraft as a kid too.
That's all I watched.
I'm sure he would have watched me as a kid too.
But it was in that sort of group.
That would have worked better if I picked somebody with allegations that lined up. Damn it! Fuck.
Dang!
I just wanted to make a Minecraft YouTuber joke. God damn it. Anyway, you're saying?
Damn.
But no, they did a lot of like old speed paints and like of course like animations and stuff, and I kind of started from that, and then like it of course evolved into just I wanted to, you know, I don't know. It's kind of a mix of things because it's just again whatever I was really interested in at the time, like different games I like, different little characters I like. I did little speed paint stuff. It was mainly Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, not gonna lie. That inspired a lot of that. Now I think my humor I think it's a mix of things. I think I guess proudly become kind of like quote my own person when it comes to my humor. I just say whatever the hell comes to mind. But I think a lot of it stems from Charlie Slimesicle. Big fan of that guy. I think a lot of my humor comes from that guy.
Tracks.
Yeah, a lot of my humor comes from that guy. My follow noise on Twitch is him going, "I'm corn," with like 5 echoes on it, and I will never change that because it's so funny to me.
Speaking of that tracks, I would never. I hate to interrupt a guest answering a question. However, I will never get another opportunity for this anecdote. I have trauma related to the phrase "that tracks." That trauma being, I used it like I was catching up with like an old friend, and I was like, "So what are you up to these days?" And he rattled off like 3 things, and without thinking, I said "that tracks" to all 3 of them, and he called me out on it the 3rd time. He goes, "You really like that phrase, don't you?" And I was just like, "Okay, I'm never saying those words again out loud." I have to like hide in a cave and die now. You know?
Just instant trauma, instant sadness, just
instantly. I trip over that tracks a lot these days because I got like a stutter and everything. You go to therapy, dude. PTSD.
I'm gonna like try and coach you into saying it now, just so you're like that track.
No, like a caveman identifying railways, dude. That tracks.
That tracks.
That tracks.
Oh man. Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
What were you saying?
Charlie was talking about your inspirations.
Charlie Slimesicle. No.
Charlie Slimesicle, of course.
Honestly, it's really just that guy right now. A lot of my humor comes from him, I think, along with also just what I've picked up from, I guess, old creators I used to watch growing up. Because I was, again, one of those kids that, like, unfiltered internet access. The things I would watch, dear God, on my old iPod Touch. Oh, God. Back in, like...
Oh, man.
God, I don't know. I was born 2002, so... just that era of shit. But... I mean, yeah, mainly Charlie right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Is that also your answer for ongoing inspirations? Do you have anybody in particular alongside Charlie Slimesicle that like is responsible for like, yeah, I continue to do this and sometimes I steal their ideas?
Honest to God, probably my partner. I bounce off of them a lot when it comes to humor, just because it just like back and forth. We do too much. My partner's bowling alley. They do VTubing and stuff. Super cool.
Oh yeah, I know bowling alley, right?
Yeah.
They've reached out to me for like 4 or 5 different projects, and every time I had to go like 4 or 5 different like event things, and I had to go like, no, I can't do this. I'm sorry, can't do it. Can't make it happen. Sorry.
It happens.
I feel like a dickhead every time because it's just like really bad timing. Anyway, you were saying
about
like your partner being your inspiration? Oh,
yeah,
that sweet shit.
All that sweet fucking shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, no. We bounce off each other a lot, and I mean, I've known them for 4 or 5 years now. So I mean, I think our humors kind of bounce off of each other. I don't know how else to phrase it because my brain doesn't work half the time.
You just mesh well. And that's good.
We mesh well. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
It's always good to have somebody you mesh well with. What's weird is like, I don't know, I mesh with my partner very well socially. Like, we're usually on the same page, if not similar pages. We just have that disconnect, is all. He's not very communicative, or wasn't at the beginning of our relationship, and so it's like, there's still gaps. Like, very small gaps. I'm married to a man, and there are gaps in our rapport.
I mean, that happens. That happens with anything. That's the thing. That happens with anything.
Bound to happen. Especially since we spend most of our time in group settings anyway, instead of one-on-one. I've been making an effort to squeeze in more one-on-one time, and believe me, it helps. It's a big assist for keeping a relationship interesting and alive.
Yeah,
it's hard when you have like just a man that kind of follows you guys around.
Yeah, we have a very large difficult. Bodyguard, a very insistent bodyguard in Jed.
Yeah.
He wants to be involved, man.
It's funny to think of me not as like a friend, but just like this like 6'4" man that just follows you. Yeah, he's the muscle of your guys' relationship. Sure,
it's that one song where it's like me and you and your friend Steve.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're planning like couples vacations. We were planning couples vacations, and then Jed decided he was moving into our home with us. I think I offered, actually. He had one more bedroom than I was expecting, and Jed was like, man, I want to move out of my house. And I was like, hey, you fucking hello, friend of like 5 years, come live in my home.
Yeah, come live in my home.
But
like now all of your like couples trips.
But now the couple stuff has very quickly become, just like, well, we gotta involve Jed. Not because not because like we have to, but because I kind of wanna. If he's gonna be around, you know, the whole thing. I have to like set up date night where like, look, dude, we're going to Olive Garden. Don't come. Don't come to the Olive Garden tomorrow.
What am I gonna do? Follow you guys?
You leave Jed with like a coloring book and like the dancing fruit. And just like, okay,
we can very easily
we'll
tell him.
Soon.
We can very easily tell him, like, we're, like, not tell him where we're going, and then he can't, like, follow us there, but I'm going out of my way to, like, give him the opportunity to, even, like, subconsciously there. Playing hard to get,
like,
dude.
if you were to just go, like, yeah, we're going to Olive Garden, I'd be like, alright, have a good time. See you around. Like, I'm not gonna just follow you guys, but that is a funny thought. I might, for the bit. I might for the bit at some point.
Yeah. Just at once. Can you do the thing where you like get like a mustache and like a wig on and everything, and you're like, sitting at another table with like a book? And
that's the hard part. Is that when does a bit fall into creepy? Like, how far do you go with a bit?
I think we're close enough friends that either of us could dress up as Groucho Marx and sit at an in-view table from each other during a date. I think it would. I think if I did it, I would bring those little opera binoculars that you hold with a little stick.
Yeah.
Really
far and like away. Popcorn into the restaurant. So I'm just sitting there like a theater attendant.
Too is that like you would see me fucking Jesus Christ, you'd see me coming driving behind you.
For people who don't want a physical reference, Jed is like 6'4" with like a very big wingspan, and he's like a broad built guy too. So he's just a slab of man coming in your direction.
Driving the brightest red Ford F-150 you've ever seen.
I think we found it.
Like, you'll see it in the parking lot.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Can you do
I think we finally found it.
You're in like a trench coat and everything, or like can you do the thing where like dress up as a granny instead? Actually, so like the purple dress, you know, the gray curly hair, just like the really shitty makeup on and everything. And it's just like, oh, you young whippersnappers! Oh, I remember young love.
This is like that. Nobody fucking dresses like that. That's what's so comical about it. It's like, even if it were like an actual proportioned grandma, it would still look fishy.
No one you'd expect would dress. That's the
I don't trust ladies in gowns and pearl necklaces. They usually turn out to be wolves or Jed.
Wolves and or Jed.
Both of them are intent on eating me.
Like a Perry the Platypus thing, where it's like you walk over to my table and it's like, hi, ma'am, can I help you with anything? I saw you were going to start going, no, I'm good. I don't know.
My husband along on my shift as a date? What kind of trash am I in this hypothetical?
I don't know, man. I could see
my mom used to do that. My mom used to take me to work because she couldn't find like babysitting, and so I'd get to sit at like a Waffle House and just drink milkshakes all night, chocolate shakes for an overnight shift, watching crackheads come in at 2 a.m. and order breakfast. It was great.
Or like you've told me that several nights you've had dinner that was just like those crab,
those Cheddar Bay biscuits from fucking Red Lobster, dude. My mom used to just like come home with a bag full of those because they were like, yeah, we have like 8 of these left over. Like apparently they just make well, of course they make them in batches, but apparently they very often just have like a shitload of them to go around at the end of the night because they're like bottomless or used to be, and so like they had to have a bunch of them on staff. Like you're paying the fucking biscuits.
You're paying the minimum wage, and
that's how you know it's premium. It has a wage. I can't eat unless my food has a wage, dude.
Those biscuits.
That's why I'm on mostly the people diet these days.
Yeah, mostly eating people.
I'll eat a service animal every now and again. Police dog, mayhaps. What'd you say?
Who was the last person you ate? You know. You probably still have their memories in there after you eat them. You gain their memories, you know. Oh,
damn! I'm so sorry for your loss. This
not like alive though. He's still with us. We're like,
oh, okay.
You know that like I don't know if you guys have seen the image I'm referring to. That like eating someone out image where there's just like one of the stick figures just has like blood around their mouth, and the other one just has like a bite taken out of their crotch, like a comical bite.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I sent that exact image to my partner multiple times.
It's a good image. It's a really good image.
It's so good.
Oh man.
But man, enough about Cheddar Bay biscuits and eating people out.
Cheddar Bay biscuits, dude. Those Cheddar Bay biscuits are good too, by the way. Those things are fucking phenomenal.
They are.
I just don't like seafood, so I never get them. because I never go to
What the
fucking
fuck?
Red
What
Lobster.
the fuck? Say it to my face. Say it to my fucking face. Say it to my
Dude,
fucking face. You don't like
I'll
seafood.
talk
Say it to
about
my
I'll talk
face.
about my hate of eating shrimp. I don't
Fox
like
doesn't
eating
like
shrimps,
seafood.
dude. Shrimps are like not because they're bugs. It's got nothing to do with that. When food is a process, I hate it. I don't want to pull the fucking tail off the thing. All right, I get them like detailed if I can, and if I can't, then I don't eat them. That's end all be all. I won't
Just
eat
eat the
boiled
tail with
shrimp
it. Duh.
in most cases. It's gross, slimy consistency.
Yeah.
Boiled shrimp gets pretty gross.
But fried shrimp is okay, and grilled shrimp is okay. There's something about eating a whole creature like that, where like, I don't know, you feel the fucking organs in that thing. Like you feel like a consistency difference in the middle, and it's like I don't like this. I'm not a big fan.
I've never had
Yeah.
that when eating a shrimp where I feel the organs? Question mark.
I don't eat shrimp very
There's
often,
not
and so
organs
when I
in it.
do, I eat them one at a time, and I'm very aware of the shrimp that I'm eating. So like maybe it's just a me
Understand.
sensory issue, but
Yeah.
Understandable.
I
Understandable.
just always feel a consistency. It's also just like a very tough meat to me. Maybe I've only
It
ever
is.
had like ones, but like it's not like tough. It's not like I'm sitting there like chewing on rubber for an hour, but like it takes like a second to get through.
Yeah, I get you. I
Mhm.
get you. I get you.
Feels like it takes longer than it should. I
Yeah.
guess it's not even that tough. It just feels like it takes longer than it should. Anyway, Jed, this is like the most we've managed to get out of the like, who are you and what do you do? Introduce yourself. Who are your inspirations? Questions like those usually
Yeah.
are out in the first 20 minutes. This is
I'm
just some
a
banter.
yapper.
Yeah.
We've been going in a
I'm a
direction.
Yeah.
Makes
Well,
Absolutely down for the banter.
Do you have a question, Vox? Yeah, I've been taking all the questions. Do you have one?
No, go ahead. I've been getting all the banter in with it. I've been interrupting
Okay.
everybody to get anecdotes in today. I don't know. I'm very chatty today. I don't know what happened to me. Good
Oh
for
my god.
podcast, I guess.
Can I talk about me like having that realization about you, Vox, the other day?
We can talk about
because,
this.
Like,
We
I
can talk about
overheard
this.
a
Sure, you tell the
conversation.
story from your perspective.
Vox-
So I'd love to hear this.
So Vox was like dealing with some home stuff, and Vox
like a
has
plumbing
been
issue.
raised by
Whatever.
and currently lives on the property of his aunt. And I've heard about his aunt, but I've not heard like anything firsthand about her. I've not seen her. I've not heard her voice or anything. But Vox picks up the phone and on speakerphone. I don't know why. This time he just decided to have this conversation.
Because sometimes she comes out
Um,
swinging, dude. We come from a family of people
Yeah.
who like argue, and so I thought it might be funny to take it unmuted in case she just like. Because like I've had multiple phone calls with this woman where you pick up the phone. Do you know how like drastically like terrifying it is in the middle of a school day as like a high school student getting a call from your legal guardian and then them just going, "Hey, what the fuck is this?" and expecting you to explain before they explain what they're talking about in case you like reveal some
Yeah.
other shit. That's a
Yeah.
real scary
No, but-
position to be in.
But Vox picks up this phone, and this is a cordial conversation because of I can tell because of the cadence that Vox is talking at, and she's just talking and talking and talking, and then she stops, and Vox says something, and then she barrels over him, just interrupting him to get a point out, and then he interrupts her while she's still talking, and they're having like
she
a
won't
conversation
stop.
that is nothing
She's just like me,
but
dude. She won't fucking
interruptions.
stop until she's done, and I need to get this thought across. Because then when she's done on the phone, she'll go, bye, boop, 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 over, just that fast. So you'll pick up the phone, and she'll go, hey, I need you to run to the grocery store for me real quick. Can you get 2 gallons of milk and 3 boxes of cereal and 14 bags of chips and 7 raw steaks? Thanks, bye. Boop, boop, boop. And it's like, I didn't have time to give you like a time frame. I didn't even say yes. I guess I have to now. That's the strat.
I just had this moment though because I was like, "Oh, that's why Vox is the way he is."
Oh, I've always told you about that, man. I've told you about that constantly.
You
about how
have.
I
just,
I
like-
guess seeing it is a different thing, or hearing it, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, I grew up in a household where that was the norm of just like, you want to talk, you got to talk over everybody. You got to get that
That's
shit
the
out.
funny part. My family is all the like accidentally bumping into each other in conversation, and no, go ahead, no, like it's all that entirely.
And it's
So
all
like
so
it was just such
aggressive.
whiplash.
I just,
No, I get that.
I don't know, man. I've had multiple conversations with family that begin or end with "what the fuck is wrong with you," but there's like no animosity in it whatsoever, really.
No, I definitely get that. I'm the youngest in my family. Oh, speaking is like a fight for survival, basically. It's if I don't speak now, like right this second, I will not be heard for the next like 25 days because everyone else will be talking, and I need to speak.
And then it's
But
then it's
I get
all
both
like,
sides.
oh, why are you so quiet? And it's like, dude, that's the only quiet I can get is me, dude.
And then I just like slowly pan over, like tear in my eye, and just I've been trying for 20 minutes.
Sobbing in the corner.
Please let me speak, and they'll just be like, yeah, can I get the salt, can you pass that over? And like that's the only thing I'll say.
Yeah. Oh man. But we got here because Vox interrupted me and was talking about how you interrupt every conversation.
I interrupted
to,
you,
like,
and then you
divert it.
wanted to go on a story-based tirade about how I interrupt people and like where that comes from. You chose this path.
I did choose this path. I just couldn't remember the path back. But now I do remember the path back, and that path is do you have any hobbies outside of content creation?
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a good question. Shit. Right now, I've been getting a lot more into animation. I almost majored in animation. It's just something that I'd love doing. In high school, I was like president of my school's animation club. I got like the ribbon robes. I forget what they're called. Ropes. I forget what they're actually called for graduation, but I got a bunch of those for it. Tassels or whatever. But I got those for it. Again, almost went to school for animation, so I've been getting back into that a little. I do like theater, musical theater outside of streaming and stuff. I was just in a show recently, and that was really, really fun. The show was a very depressing show, but it was good. Other than that, really, I mean, just theater, animation, then like I don't really sit down and play games anymore. I've come to that realization because my partner the other day was talking about Red Dead Redemption, and they were talking about like, oh, we just like finished playing Red Dead 2, and they were like, oh, you should play like Red Dead 1 with us, or we want to do like Red Dead Online, like Red Dead RP or whatever. Like you should join us with that. And I was like, I don't really sit down and play games because they were like, oh, do the story version. Like, do the story mode or whatever, go through that whole thing, and then you can, like, you should come play, because then you'll understand everything.
It's like the longest tutorial for the online mode ever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
it's like a 40-hour if you don't do any of the side shit tutorial.
It's so much.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't really have the time to sit down and play games. I also like, because they were like, oh, I'll buy it for you. If you want to play, like, I'll buy it for you. And I'm like, that's so sweet, and I appreciate that so much. But I will not sit down and play, like, a big game like that. I barely sit down and play Minecraft, really, anymore. Like, I've been so busy recently. Like, I'll sit down and play sometimes Minecraft. I've been on another SMP recently. I've been kind of giving that my all. But other than that, like, I don't really do much else. I don't really play a lot of games outside of that. I'll sometimes open, like, Slime Rancher, and I'll do that for 20 minutes, and I go, okay, I'm done. Time to go, like, sit on my bed and brain rot for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, I feel ya. I don't play a lot of video games anymore. Not that I don't play. I spend a lot of my time playing video games. Long video games intimidate me.
Yeah.
In that, like, I could play 80 hours of Minecraft or like Balatro or something, and because that's just like, that's like 2 hours right now, and then I never have to play it again if I don't want to, you know? And I guess that's the same thing for like a campaign, but it's like, I don't want to get like, I can't get invested into that. I can't get to hour 10 and really care about all the characters and where their stories are going, and then have to keep playing for like 60 hours, like by obligation.
I can't just sit, I like, in my brain, it doesn't click anymore. Like, I can't sit down and play it. Because they were trying to get me to play that, and now they're playing, like, my partner's friend group is like, a few other people, Alico Live, Chris Soda Pop, kind of that group, Dionysus VA. They play a lot of GTA RP right now, or just GTA Online. And they're like, Shrimp, you should come play. And I'm like, I haven't played GTA 5 in years. I played it on my Xbox with my brother years ago.
Don't
when we
go.
were in, like, elementary school.
Save yourself. Think about how, if you think about, like, look at the mini games in GTA 5 Online. Think about them. Think about, like, the fucking, like, derby, like, driving, racing minigames and shit. Think about, like, the fucking Thunderdome shit. Think about doing that. The amount of time we just spent thinking about that is like a quarter of the loading screens you'd have to go through to get there.
Even better.
Not even.
Yeah.
Even fucking better.
You have
but
the
I
loading
haven't
screen
through
from
it.
the main menu to the online menu, then loading screen into online, and then if you're not in your friend's lobby, you have to join their lobby then and do another load screen to a different server, and then load screen into the lobby for the minigame, and then load screen into the main minigame. It's genuinely 30 fucking minutes.
Yeah. It's so much. So like I've just been like, I'll watch you guys play and like go fun, go wild, go stupid, go crazy. I'll watch, but I don't want to play.
I don't want to get interested.
I don't want to. Like it takes enough time because the server I've been playing on a lot is like a Modrinth server. So like I have to open up Modrinth, open up the mod pack, then do that, and that doesn't take as long. But sometimes if the mod pack fucks up, then it's like. Have to go restart the whole process again, and that will throw me off even. So I know if I open up a new game and it's like, let's go through a tutorial, let's go through this, let's go through 12 loading screens, let's go through connecting. Oh, you didn't connect? You have to go through all of that 20 more times, and maybe you'll get like 5 minutes of playtime before you get tired, annoyed, and want to go to bed. So like I'll sit and watch you guys while I like just do anything else, or while I'll replay Portal 2 for like the millionth time because that's my all-time favorite
love
game.
Portal 2.
That's my all-time
I've
favorite
got
game.
so many hours.
Me
We'll come
too.
back to
I have
Portal 2.
too many. Yay!
Promise.
Okay.
There's just way too good of a segue here about friend groups and
Alright,
video games. This is
segue.
something you'll talk about too, Jed, I know. You've got some stories about this. Because Jed is like the king of having money and not really caring where it goes. on like short notice of like, fuck it, I'll drop like 30, 40 bucks on this game that you're interested in. Sure. And then we'll play it together. It'll be great.
Man.
And he just did that one too many times with like, and it's happened to me too, but I'm so broke, so it hardly ever happens to me. The thing of just like, yeah, pick up the game. And it's like 2 weeks in and they don't show any signs of stopping. And then you hit purchase on the game and nobody cares anymore the instant you hit that button. Nobody gives a single fuck about the game you just bought. I thank Steam's refund service every time.
That's what happened with me in Helldivers. Everyone stopped before I even pressed play, and I went, okay, so I undownloaded the game.
I mean, if you ever want to actually attempt Helldivers, I mean, we'd be down.
I'll play Helldivers. Fuck it.
Me, Jed, and my husband will sit down with you, and we'll get a squad going. I don't mind.
Perchance.
Perhaps. Because it's a fun game, and it's real short. Not a lot of loading. A lot of game, though. Like, you'll be sitting there doing one mission for an hour, or like half an hour, and then it's like, yeah, okay, I'm good. I just have a short attention span.
My partner loves it, like, so much. It's their, I think, favorite game at the moment, so I feel bad, because I'm like, I want to play, but also, like, I know you are, like, level, like, 200 probably, and I will be starting at level 1,
that doesn't matter.
afraid of the funny little aliens that come at me, and I will start screaming.
They do a pretty good job of balancing most things in such a way that, like, you could start with, like, the starter weapons and, like, the starter gear, and you can keep up pretty well. And you'll get all the same gear, because they did something I really like. They did something I love about the game, and that's, from the jump, they made the Battle Pass system so that, like, Battle Pass 1 is Battle Pass 1 forever. If you want this month's Battle Pass, you can go get it, but you gotta earn it. You gotta earn up to that Battle Pass.
Interesting.
So, like, nothing is ever locked behind that, like, FOMO wall at all. It's just all there for you whenever you want it.
Yeah, you don't have to earn up to that Battle Pass. Like, you don't
Do you
have
not?
to do
I thought you had to, like, work through Battle Pass 1 and then use, like, the whatever they're calling V-Bucks in that game to buy another Battle Pass, and then...
You can get the credits from the first free Battle Pass to get some paid ones, but, like... Otherwise, you can just buy the credits and just get whatever the fuck you want.
Well, yeah, of course you can just buy the fucking credits. But what about broke bitches like me who would love to just spend money on one Battle Pass and then just play the whole game that way and get all the gear that way?
You can.
Yeah, you can do that. Like, that is an option to grind it out. I was just saying that's just how the progression for the game works. I mean, I suppose, like, yeah, you can pay your way to the front of the line and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It's just like,
yeah, or not even pay.
Do
you
want to drop the money on that? I don't know what the like super credits or whatever conversion
They're
is.
called super credits.
Super credits.
You can earn the super credits from the first Battle Pass, get 1,000 super credits, and then buy whichever one on the list you want, whichever one you like best. You don't have to get like.
I didn't know you didn't have to do an order. I would have been focusing up super credits because you can find super credits in missions too. Like if you take the time to go out of your way and get them, you'll get like 100 a mission sometimes.
Ooh.
Yeah. So those will like chip away, haha, at a Battle Pass eventually. I don't know what the dollar conversion is. I didn't even look. I think it's like 1 to 1,000. Like a buck to
Something like
1,000
that.
points? Similar to the Fortnite
it's either
system, I
that,
assume?
or it's a buck to 10 points. It's something like that, depending on the conversion. But it is like a buck to something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If somebody
interesting,
skipped to this exact moment in the podcast, they may be confused. We are not a podcast about deer hunting. We are not talking about 10-point bucks at the moment. Please go back to whatever Bass Pro Shop you crawled out of. That way we may continue the show.
Say hi to the fishes. To the
What if
big
somebody's
ones.
in Bass Pro right now? You think anybody's like?
You think
has
somebody's
their
watching
headphones
this
in,
episode of the
walking
show?
through
You know what?
Bass Pro.
Viewer, I've given you a side quest. You're taking a side, like, you don't have a choice here. You're getting a side quest. If you, dear viewer, are or will be in Memphis for any reason, take a picture of yourself with Fight About It open on your phone inside the Bass Pro Shop pyramid.
Yeah, if someone does that, I do
I'll
commissions.
PayPal
I
you
will draw them.
$5 to do that.
I will draw them a full image if they do that. A full fucking image, background, everything shaded. If you do that.
I'm imagining you don't. It's not like a free commission. They don't get to like tell you what. You're just like, yeah, no, I'm just redrawing this photo you sent in.
With like their little sona or whatever.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll do it.
Fuck it.
Oh,
Why
man.
not? Why not?
Why the
so
hell
you draw
not?
as well.
You draw it well, right?
And animate.
Pivot.
We were on your hobbies, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then we start talking about Portal, and then we start talking about Helldivers.
Did you want to come back around on Portal
Right.
before we like close the loop
We
on this?
can come back around on Portal.
I like Portal too.
How
I'm a
many
big
hours do you
Portal fan.
have in Portal 2?
See, here's the thing. My original Steam from years ago that I had for years got locked out and deleted. I don't know what happened to it. I tried logging into one day and it was like deactivated, and I went, but I spent money on this. Like a lot of
That's
money.
some
And I
horseshit.
contacted Steam and they went, country roads, sorry. And I went, oh, cool, thanks.
Country
So, country roads.
Yeah.
Right.
But I had easily, like, I had replayed that game so many times. It was in, like, the hundreds. Like,
Oh,
easy.
wow.
It's my all-time favorite game. I know it, like, line by line. I know every chamber. I
Same,
could do
yeah.
it with my fucking eyes closed. Like, that is my favorite game of all time.
If I were to pull the
Yeah.
script for Portal 2 and quote a line of dialogue with 3 speaking characters, I don't think there is 3 speaking characters present.
You have
ever
either
in Portal 2 at any
Wheatley, or
given
you
time.
have GLaDOS, or you have Caroline
The
slash
final
Cave.
fight. The final
Oh, with
fight.
the other cores, yeah.
With
maybe.
the cores.
Yeah, I suppose the cores.
I
I was
could do
just,
that.
I thought it would be funny to just like if I pulled up a dialogue scene and like kept it on my main monitor, didn't put it like over here on the Fight About It display, and just like rattled off the
I
first
bet I
line
could.
and just go.
I bet I could.
Maybe.
Here,
Maybe.
I'm gonna pull a
could do
random
the
line
GLaDOS
then. I'm gonna
wiki
pull a
up
random
line.
line and we're gonna go bar for bar on this. Hold on.
We
can do this while we talk about
We'll try
Portal.
a bit.
Yeah, we'll try a
While we
bit.
do a Portal bit.
Anyway, yeah, Jed, you wanna flex your hours in Portal 2?
Do it.
I have got oh wow, I have it set to achievements complete in Portal. Let me change that to hours played. 222 hours. Okay.
Nice. That's fucking awesome. I
That's
want
a
to play
nice
more of the co-op, because I want to play more of the co-op,
co-op's
because
good.
I haven't had time to like sit down and play co-op with anyone. And anytime I do, I had once like years ago, I did a little co-op series with one of my buddies who we actually met through like making Instagram Portal fan counts years ago. I was in
What?
elementary school. Yeah, that's
What
my
the
other
fuck
lore.
is an Instagram portal?
No, like Instagram, but it was a Portal fan account for
Oh,
like,
it was
on
a
Instagram.
Portal fan account on Instagram. I thought you were
Yeah.
like talking about like various fan pages under Instagram Portal, and I was like, what the fuck is this? What
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg 2012 shit is this?
But we had met during that, and that friend group, funny enough, we've been friends for almost like a decade. I think over a decade now. But
That's crazy.
we still talk sometimes and everything. That's one of my favorite things. But that's besides the point. We all met through Portal, and we still talk about it a lot. But that's
Vox and I
besides the point.
technically met through Portal.
Really?
No.
A little bit.
We met through a common
We were
enjoyment
in
of
VR
Portal, I
chat.
guess, kind
Yeah.
of.
We were in VR chat, and Vox had like a Space Core puppet avatar, and I walked up to him and he was like, "Oh, that's from Portal. I like Portal." And then we
Yeah.
kind of hung out from there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It was a vague,
My
like,
dream
yeah,
thing
Portal's good.
Space Core. I love Space
Valve
Core.
games
That's
bring
my little guy.
people together, dude.
It's so
That's how they
true.
work.
It's so true. I love Valve.
Half-Life 3 tomorrow, guys. I can't wait.
Dude,
be
Half-Life
here
3
any day
tomorrow.
now.
One thing.
That's the level of cope we've hit. We're with the Deltarune people now. Of like, we're gonna get news tomorrow for sure.
That or the people still begging for a Portal 3. Even though the story ended, there wouldn't be a Portal 3. Chell is gone.
Jover, dude.
But people are still wanting it. But Chell's gone. It's different. It's whatever. I could go on another rant about that, but
I think
I'll
Portal
save
ending
the
it
podcast.
too and not getting a proper sequel is fine because like Portal fans have no right to complain. You motherfuckers got Hand Lab and Desk Job.
Yeah, they got like all the other little like things popping off of it, which is cool.
Yeah, but you guys got Alex.
Yeah, we
That's
got a whole
fair.
game, I guess. We did get a whole third game. I guess you're right.
Yes,
but
we got a third game. Damn.
we didn't get
have
Half-Life
no
3.
Well, I mean, technically,
Alex,
Portal
you may as
had
well be.
Portal had like a bunch of like fan games. Like there was Portal Stories Mel that happened
Oh,
with like
yeah?
the paint gun.
I
There was
remember that
another one that came out recently that had like the green
Thinking with a time
portal.
machine.
Reloaded.
Oh,
Reloaded.
The one that's like
Reloaded,
20
yeah.
years in the future, 20 years in the past. Those puzzles are hard,
Yes.
actually. Those ones are kind of like
Those ones
like
are
real
difficult
thinkers.
shit.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually finished that one. I think I watched a playthrough of it. I never got to finish it. But
I
it's
had
so
to look up a
cool.
walkthrough for like I think one or two of the puzzles, like a couple of them for sure. Like, but
Yeah.
like not for any particular like one of them was because my game was bugged, so I almost don't want to count it. But I still did look up the solution. But otherwise, like that game was easier for me because I had like a binge era where I like on stream like played user submitted levels for Portal 2. And like I had chat members sending me shit in, and that's really fun, by the way. I highly recommend it. But be prepared. The kind of guys that are trolling around on Twitch, waiting to send you their like workshop map, are the kind of guys who spent like a year like testing their workshop map.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, this shit
absolutely.
may as well be a new game. I remember we did one co-op map that you got recommended, and we were there for, like, goddamn hours.
Jed couldn't do
Just
it.
on the
I spent entire streams. There are VODs. I've spent entire streams on one chamber. There's one. There is, and I shit you not. There is it's like Ocean, I think it's called. But it's a map about getting a cube from point A to point B, and it's just a mess. It's just a fucking like it's so many moving parts to keep track of. I took multiple like 3-hour streams. I don't know how many, probably like 2 or 3. And then it just became something I like opened when I was like done with my level queue. From then on, I just shoved it to the back and was like, I'll come back to this when I get to it. And then I just like never ran out of levels, so I didn't ever boot it up again.
Those ones
Yeah.
are difficult though, because I mean the cube, like it can go through the portals itself, it can be bounced around and everything. So you really have to keep track of that thing.
Yeah, that's the thing about community maps is that you get a lot of stuff from like the PTI, which I think the PTI is easily the best part of Portal 2. I think like the level editing is not maybe not the best part, but the best individual feature, I think.
Yeah, I get you, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. I boot it up every like couple of months and then fuck around and publish whatever I made and go, Jed, beat this real quick. And then he does.
Yeah.
And then that's that.
And I always break them. I'm like Vox's like, hey, I did something, break it, guy. Because I'm good at that. I'm good at like fucking shit up.
Nice.
Yeah, but those guys are like maniacal, dude. Those guys are like maniacal over there. I don't even have another word. I was gonna go for a second adjective, couldn't pull one. And they're just
They're double
they are
maniacal,
evil
dude.
geniuses, dude. They're ready. They're waiting and ready to send you like the most like get the cube through the fizzler and then get it through the lasers and then through 3 separate portals and then press a button with it and then get it off that button back to the start of the chamber without deactivating the button.
Yeah, it
With no
intense.
portable surfaces.
Yeah. Oh, those are the worst with no portable surfaces. And so you're just like, you have to do everything. I mean, you do everything just you, like, anyways.
Yeah.
But when you can't have the actual portals with it, it's literally just you.
Like,
And,
without a
oh
portal
my
gun, Shell's movement is just dumbed down Source Engine movement. Like, they've just
Yeah.
taken crouch jumping from us and, like, sprinting.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, oh my god. Chell, I love you, but oh my god, without that gun, girl, you're useless. I love you though, it's okay.
Got her some slack. She can't
It's
run or walk
okay.
very fast. Have you seen the boots on her fucking legs, dude? I wouldn't run in those. Never.
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the long fall boots. I mean, no, there's that when they did the promos for Portal.
Yeah, no, she's
and they
fucking
did, like,
booking it in the
animation.
promo.
Yeah, with those boots.
I'm emailing Gabe Newell. I'm asking about this.
Gabe, what the fuck?
Gabe and
invite Gabe onto the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh
I
my
wish.
gosh. If only. We're starting to get to that point where we're reaching out to people like beyond the Willow sphere every now and again for just like a hey, you want to be on the show? I don't want to name names or anything. I'm saying that
Yeah.
first because I don't want Jed to name a name before I get the chance to say we're not naming names.
I wasn't going to.
I didn't figure you would.
Just
but
had to
it's-
double check. Yeah.
It's worth saying now. But we were gonna have somebody on the show this week. That's why you got contacted Wednesday night about a Thursday or Tuesday night about a Thursday night recording is because like
Yeah.
we're kind of like waiting on a response back from somebody and then we didn't get it and had to just scramble in. But we're starting to expand and I'm digging that. I don't think we'll ever have fucking Gabe Newell on the show. Jesus Christ, he won't even do
Hey.
interviews for like proper news outlets anymore.
Listen, you never know. You never know.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Shoot or shoot. I should
Exactly.
email him. I should call her. You're right.
I should call her. You call fucking Gabe.
About Gabe Newell.
Hey,
Jesus
baby.
Christ.
What the fuck? Get on my podcast.
Oh man.
What's good, baby girl? Come on the
If you
fucking
get-
Fight About It podcast.
If you
Reveal
get Gabe
Half-Life
Newell on
3
your
here. It'll be funny.
podcast, can you call
I think
Gabe
we can
Newell
get him with
baby
that.
girl?
I think I could get him with, dude, this, like, podunk little 10 views an episode podcast is the funniest possible place to unveil Half-Life 3. Nobody will.
know.
Dude, could you imagine we find out that there's, like, an official Half-Life 3 trailer out there, but it's buried on episode, like, 39 of some just dog shit podcast?
Oh, that'd be so good, though. Oh, I love that.
It's been out for years!
So silly. That's fantastic.
Oh,
Oh,
my
man.
god. I kind of wish they would, honestly. Not do that specifically, but I kind of want another ARG from Valve. The Portal ARG for Portal 2 was really cool to hear about
It
after the
was.
fact. And so I'm excited to see what they do. They're also supposed to be releasing their new VR headset this year. Like, that is the release date they
yeah.
put on it, was 2025.
I forgot about
And-
that. Completely forgot about that.
Oh, believe me, I fucking didn't. I'm such a VR head, and I haven't been in VR lately because I'm just like, no, I don't want to. I can't get the enthusiasm to put my old headset on again. Because it's like, I don't want to wear my Index. I want to wear my new Deckard when that comes in. And it just hasn't yet because it's not real yet. It will.
You're like waiting for this imaginary, like, could be not real headset to come out, dude.
No, it's not shovelware. It's not just going to vaporize in front of me or anything. I like, we have patents. We've seen the physical thing. We've seen it, like, in, like, insanely blurry, like, I want to believe UFO-esque, like, cryptid fucking photos of the Valve offices. We've seen it.
Was
the controller
Half-Life
for it.
3 trademarked, Vox?
No, it's HLX right now. It's under codename HLX.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure they patented Half-Life 3. They patented Half-Life 3 in, like, 2006. What am I talking about? They were actually
Yeah.
going to make Half-Life 3, and then they just
They
have
were.
Half-Life 3.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying they got patents, but that doesn't mean anything to Valve.
Yeah, that
But we
doesn't
got
mean
data
it's gonna
mining.
happen.
We got data mining. We know for a fact the one thing that we know about Half-Life 3 right now is that it exists and it is in a good enough build that they're sending it like to third-party beta testers and like QA testers to have a look at. So this thing could be announced any day now. Like, that's the world we live in, and I hate that. I hate it. I really do, because I was talking about it like a week ago with Jed privately. It's like, dude, the Deltarune fans and like the Silksong fans lose their fucking minds, dude, because like those guys have been waiting forever for their shit to come out. Half-Life fans are mostly dulled to it now, and we like lack the like supreme level of cope required to go, our game will come out tomorrow. You know? It's more of a calm cope of just like, oh shit, Valve sneezed. What are they doing? Get the binoculars.
Yeah.
Keep through the blinders.
Get the fucking opera binoculars. Go to the Olive
Opera
Garden.
binoculars back out. Get the
Sit far
Groucho Marx
away.
costume.
Get the grandma outfit. Get the curls.
We gotta go to dinner. We
We
gotta follow
go
Gabe
find
Newell
Gabe.
to dinner.
To Olive Garden.
Olive Garden with Gabe
To
Newell.
Olive Garden.
3 of us in a trench coat, right? Hear me out. Trench
Oh
coat,
shit,
but
the
underneath the
tallest
trench
grandma
coat,
in the world. No one will ever
the
suspect it.
grandma outfit. Exactly. But we're also the waiter, so it's like 12 different things, you know.
Oh, it's under so many
Yeah.
layers, he'll never figure it out.
He'll never figure it out.
Just when
Oh,
he just when he figures out we don't actually work here, will be about the time that we're like getting all the juicy details already.
Exactly.
He's on
It'll
layer
already
one.
be on the check. He'll be writing a tip to us, and then the tip will be Half-Life 3 comes out, and then it'll be an equation, and then we have to
It'll be
solve
like the
the
rolling stick.
equation. It's like the beautiful mind equations. It has to fly around our heads like 30 times.
Oh
and
my
then we'll figure it
God.
out. We'll figure it out.
I'm sorry, getting 6 minutes into this like Gabe Newell and Olive Garden thing, and then bringing out a beautiful mind reference.
I love pulling that shit on people. It makes me laugh so hard.
It's so crazy. No, it was so funny. I don't know. If you've seen it, you've seen it. The show is old enough now that I don't really care to spoil it for people, and these are such minor inconsequential spoilers anyway. The other night we were all playing Sea of Thieves, and Jed goes, "Yeah, it's on the other side of the island." And I go, "No, they crashed the front end of the plane on the other side of the island. That's where the rest of the passengers are." You know, they don't know about any of that shit though. They're like lost. They don't know about like John Locke and his fucking like vault. They don't know about Sawyer being a dickhead. Like I'm just describing like season 3 halfway through of Lost to Jed and my
Yeah.
husband, and they're both like, "What the fuck is he talking?" Like they're not even asking me what I'm talking about.
we just
That's the
ignored.
level of shit
We
we're
just
at
started
this point.
ignoring you.
Where like
Fox is
they're
just
both
gone
doing the
insane.
mission
You're
and
just rambling.
they're both doing the mission in Sea of Thieves, and I'm just a mad fisherman in the corner, just like reeling in a fish and going like, and then
they're on the other side of the island, and then they haven't met them.
and then the other guys live on the other side of the island, and they don't know about the polar bear, so they think the island is normal. You know,
Just okay, Vox. Let's get you to bed. Come
back
on.
to the retirement home with you.
Oh man.
Like other side of the island is just like a sundowning phrase for me as like an elder, where it's like, dude, that's gonna send me into like a dementia spiral.
Dude, no. On the other
Yeah.
side of the island is Gabe Newell with the
Holy
release date.
shit.
I confused them even
It's all
more.
connected. It's
It's
all
so fucking-
connected.
Oh my god, it is all connected. Holy shit! I went
It's all
deeper with it.
connected.
That rambling bit in the moment I just remembered because I pivoted to just like, and then it doesn't even matter because like the other guys on the other side of the island are like a figment of their imagination, and then like they all like are just like in a coma in a church or something, and then they leave the church and it's just white light, and like, are they in heaven? Was the island purgatory? I don't know. Like I'm getting into like weird theory territory with Lost. But I'm doing it
Calm
all
down,
under my
Matt,
breath
please.
in like half incoherent sentences.
Bro is just
Right.
rambling.
Muttering.
The crazy ramblings of a lunatic over here. And it's just on the other side there is the polar bears. And then it's just on the other
The
side. But
polar
then maybe
bears.
they're real. Maybe they're not real. Gabe? It's like,
Did they not
okay,
run
okay,
into
Vox.
Gabe Newell when they were triangulating the radio signals on the island?
Why haven't they done that? The Black Mesa's over there probably. I don't fucking know anymore. Underground of Aperture Labs. Where is it? I don't know.
Half-Life 3
It's
is
probably
in
with
the
the polar
vault.
bears. It's in the vault.
That's what's going on down there.
Weekend.
Yeah,
new
just losing
ARG
my
from
mind,
Valve.
ripping the
It's
copper
just
wiring
you.
out of my home and screaming about Lost.
Yeah.
Oh my
The cops
God.
show up and I'm up to some like Chuck McGill shit.
Oh man. Ugh.
I'm
Spoilers for
stealing the
breaking
neighbor's
Better Call
newspaper.
Saul.
I'm wearing tinfoil. I look like a baked potato. I'm screaming about Lost and Gabe Newell.
Oh
Just-
man.
Nurse, he's out again. It's just your
He's loose.
Nurse, he's out again. He's out again, nurse. It's
No,
just the polar bears. They're coming from the skies.
What is he doing over there? He's like, I don't know, man. He went to the bathroom and like scrawled a lambda on the wall in shit and just kept yelling about weapons caches.
Fucking he found the crates that we have in the back of like assorted
Oh,
medicine.
shit, he's got a
He's
guys, get
fucking
down. He's got a
barreling
crowbar.
at them.
Oh, animal
He's
control.
screaming about something about like ammo for the revolver or something. I don't know, dude. we gotta stop him.
We
Dude,
gotta put him down.
you might detest as a gun guy, Jed, but like there's something. I played Half-Life 2 VR somewhat recently. I didn't finish it, but I played a good portion of it. Or at least like the first like 4 chapters. And there's something about one hand wielding a revolver, no recoil, and just like quick shotting without even looking. That's so fucking cool. But it's cool because it's so fucking impossible.
with the revolver, it's a 357. It's not impossible, but like that gun is so like embellished in that game, and it's so funny. But it does kind of look like that, like that, like exaggerated.
It's Valve guns. Valve guns are always fucked.
Yeah.
In some way. You played DF2.
Yeah.
Hell, Half-Life 1, their first game, you're loading ammo into the shotgun through like you're shooting ammo out the fucking feeding tube of the shotgun.
Yeah.
For the double barrel. Ridiculous. The whole thing. I kind of like that
absurd.
though. I like it. I think video game guns shouldn't aim for realism, personally. I like a little bit of jank in there. But I also like media where the guns like are just kind of like spaghetti western logic a little bit, where you can just do fucking whatever with them.
It's a
Like,
fine
somewhat
line
grounded.
between the two, but it's still fun.
Yeah, it's somewhat grounded. Like, people are still scared if you're like waving a gun around or some shit, but like infinite ammo, go ahead. Recoil, who cares?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Just
You're
go,
pumping
go
a lever
out.
action, go for it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you're just watching. I'm sorry, that just like gave me the image of some like firearms instructor somewhere, just like watch it, like handing a guy like a shotgun and going, "Look, here's how you." No, don't pump. It's and knock yourself out. You'll figure out that's not doing anything in a minute.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out for yourself, you know. To teach a kid to swim, you throw him into the deep end of the pool, you know.
Teach a kid to use a
fucking go
shotgun,
wild.
hand him a loaded shotgun.
Go wild, have fun, soldier.
Have fun is so
Have
good.
fun.
I feel like if I had a gun, I wouldn't be able to resist getting like a gag loudener to go on the end of it. I don't care if it throws off the sights. It's funny.
It's just funny.
It wouldn't even make it.
I don't.
It wouldn't even make it that much louder.
Loudners don't. Yeah, the only way that you could make it louder is by giving it more gas. Like you would have
imagine,
to.
right?
You would have to make the cartridge hotter.
You've seen what I've seen, right? Where it looks like a fucking Sea of Thieves blunderbuss because they've just attached like a horn, like an amplifier, like piece of metal to it. And it's just like those are directional. Those scatter sound around a little bit, but those are mostly directional. So you want to like, the only person it's really going to be louder for is the guy you're shooting.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
Vox,
man.
if you couldn't find anything to like make the sound louder, Jesus, what the fuck, louder. I feel like you'd just be the type of person to be like, here I go, bam, 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 and like just like yelling every time you do it, just like amplify a sound.
I don't want to do that now. I kind of want to go to a shooting range and
We're gonna
yell
go to the
bam
shooting
every
range.
time I
Bam, bam,
fire and
bam.
see if they kick me out.
Just
I'm-
bam, bang.
That's horrific. That is horrifically embarrassing.
Well, no, imagine with me, Jed. I'm doing that shit, and then like a hand taps me on the shoulder and goes, "Dude, you're like disturbing people. Can you not do that?" I just go, "Yeah, sure." Bam, 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 bam. I'm like ramping back up to it over time.
You're like hopping between both your feet, just like bam, 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 bam. Just like amping yourself
Yosemite Sam, just like one leg at a time.
up. Yeah.
You're gonna get a ceasefire called, and like, all right, buddy, you gotta go.
Like, you
You
see
gotta
that like
fucking get
Yosemite
smoked.
Sam like milk truck or whatever?
What?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll see if I can find
No, yeah,
Yosemite
there's a
Sam
Yosemite
hauling
Sam
milk truck.
When did our conversation turn to Yosemite Sam? Holy shit.
Jumping back and forth between each leg while shooting and saying "bam."
Oh,
That's
it's
so
explicitly not milk. Fuck.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
Yeah.
trying to pull the image up in a new tab.
god. We ain't hauling milk.
We ain't hauling milk.
We ain't hauling milk.
Because they chose milk implies that it's not like gasoline. It's like
It's cum.
It sounds like
This
some.
is the
Yeah,
cum
it
truck.
sounds like cum. All right, I'm
The
glad
cum
somebody
truck.
said it.
I almost opened with Yosemite Sam cum truck, and then I realized that probably wouldn't get me where I wanted to be for this episode.
The chip
wouldn't
shrimp
land us
episode
quite
goes
where I
fucking
wanna end up.
wild.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
God. Drive the Yosemite Sam cum truck to the other side of the island to get the steam.
Anyway, speaking of
Anyway,
Yosemite
next
Sam
question.
cum truck, how do you avoid burnout?
What a fucking transition. Oh my god.
Standard
I'm giving up.
question out of that
I don't
shit.
fucking care about it. Yeah.
Sometimes I go to the shooting range and I go bam, bam, and I hop between my feet, you know?
Holy shit, that's it. That's how you avoid burnout? You just do that
Exactly.
semi-regularly?
It makes you
All
feel
the
better.
time.
You ever go to like, it's like a rage room for them. They're just getting out like energy.
See, but I'm from Texas, so I think it's just funnier if I just
Oh,
say
it's in
that
Richmond,
and
then.
pretend it's real. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's in Richmond. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
that-
but
Texans need a
genuinely
certain
answering
amount of
the question.
gunplay to live a happy, fulfilled life, dude, in captivity.
It's true.
Arizonans are a similar
Captivity.
way, but their like cowboy instincts make them want to like drive their Ford F-150, get into an accident with someone, and then try to shoot them out of road rage.
Makes it fun, you know. Add some excitement to the day.
Yeah.
God, thinking now. Actually, going back to like the serious question of how do you avoid burnout? Honest to God, I've dealt with it a lot recently. Like dealing with streaming and stuff. I haven't really hit the go live button. I tried to, like, I want to say a month ago, and my PC's been fucked up for a bit, so I've been streaming. I just got recently a new laptop. That's what I'm on right now, and that's what I've been like just doing a lot of my stuff on recently. But I tried streaming from it, and my audio was fucked up, and I didn't realize it for 20 minutes. And so I was trying to figure it out and trying to fix it. Yeah, I was on
That
Willow.
sucks. I
actually.
hate when that happens.
Yeah, but like everything was fucked up, and the reason is it's only on Willow. Like my voice mod on that is just fucked for some reason. I don't know what's going on with it. But like I just got instantly so demotivated, and I just like turned everything off. And I'm the type of person like, and it's something I'm working on definitely. But like if I shut down, I shut down. It is like
Right.
computer is off, nothing's happening. Like nope, I'm going into the corner of my room and just standing there for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I think something that I definitely like try to work on and that helps me with burnout is I've been going on a lot more walks recently. Just like taking time away from like my phone and shit, like my computer, just my room and everything. I have a husky, so I take him out on walks and everything. So big energetic dog, and it's been colder here in Texas, thank God. So I'm taking him on a lot more walks. Oh yeah, definitely, and he loves it. He's a very energetic dog. But I've been taking him on a lot more walks, and where I'm living right now is I'm closer to the water. Like my school's closer to the water, so I go on walks and just walk basically next to the beach for like just in the mornings and everything. And when it's cool, it's really nice, and I see birds and stuff, and we have a lot of other little like critters on our campus, so I like seeing those. So I think just like taking time away from like the online life and everything really helps, and then like come back to it with a fresh mind. Definitely still like, damn, that really sucks that happened, but at the end of the day, shit happens. Like my world isn't ending, sky isn't falling. Like this is a setback, but it's gonna be okay. This isn't end all be all. I'm still alive. I'm kicking. I still got 2 feet, 2 hands. I'm chill. Just keep on going.
Persevering
Keep
and
pushing.
shit. Yeah. No, I find it
Pretty
is really
much.
helpful just to get the fuck out of your space for a while. Like get like
Yeah.
basically like a lot of people have trouble getting out of their own heads, and it's like, dude, you don't get out of your own bedroom. Like at least walk to the kitchen or something. I don't care if you get out of your house. Just like preferably get out of your house. Yeah, like take a while.
Yeah.
It could be a gas leak. You never know. You take a couple days away, see if the carbon monoxide like has like let off on you. You know?
Yeah, something like that.
But no, yeah, getting out of the space. Just being physically separated from it helps a lot. At least for me, in like as well with just that like mental, like it helps create that mental separation when it's like, no, I'm not at my desk. I'm not working on anything.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think another thing that helps me too, and I think this, I don't know if anyone else really done this, but it's something that I like doing. I love character design. That was another thing I was gonna major in for a while. I really wanted to do character design for like video games and everything. So I'll sit down and I will go through. I have a playlist on Spotify that is like 500 plus hours. I've been adding to it since like 2018. And I'll hit shuffle, and the first song I like hear, or whatever, I'll have it on loop, and I'll draw a character. Like I'll just make up a character, make a design, get a color palette, and just do that. And like
That's
get my
fun.
mind off of things, and like I don't know. And then like if I ever go to like a new project and it's like or a D&D campaign, they're like, hey, here's a theme. Do you have a character? I'll be like, I actually have a design. So it helps me in the long run, and also just kind of, like get that creativity out.
I'm
do
prepped.
adopts
This is
at all?
my gym.
I don't do adopts.
Why the hell
mostly
not?
I think mostly because I don't know. I'm weird about it. I don't
Can't
like
part with them.
having to pay for designs. I feel like I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know how to describe it.
I feel you.
That idea of it is like, here's something I made. Pay me money, and you can have this imaginary design that I created one day. It's more like, if you like it, just like ask the person,
Just
of
take
course.
it.
But like, if there's aspects of it you like, implement that in your own way.
Yeah.
Don't copy it, but implement it in your own way. Just do what you want.
Yeah.
That's what gets me. That's what gets me about
ChippedShrimp.
adopts. I guess they're for people who can't draw, I guess, and thus can't design a character. But it's like, if you don't have to draw to design a character. There are like a million character creators out there you can get a template on and then just like run to an artist and go, hey, here's what I want.
Yeah.
Hell, what I did,
Pick through,
I already had a design picked out. But for this latest iteration of my design that I got like a year ago, I just went to an artist I knew I could trust with the character design, like somebody whose work reflected what I wanted, and then just went, hey, here's a physical description. Here's what I currently have. Here's a mood board. Take these things.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. We'll put a design together. Like, I don't see why, like, I could have done that myself. I just draw like shit and didn't want to do my own ref sheet. And I figured having a professional designer couldn't hurt if it didn't cost me much more, you know?
Yeah, and it's cool to
like,
bounce
give
ideas off of people too. Absolutely, yeah.
No, yeah, but like, I was going to ask you about adopts specifically because, like, if you did do them, I wanted to hear what you had to say about it, because it's like, I still wanted to hear what you had to say about it, because it's comforting to hear somebody agree with me on just like, as a creative, I'm very confused on just like, can't you just come up with your own can't you just like take what you like about this and put your spin on it and just have it for free? Yeah. Like, not steal it outright, of course, but yeah.
Yeah, be creative with it. Add your own design to it, you know? Like, don't copy straightforward, but if there's something you really like, add something to it. Make it kind of your own. Like, my whole sona, like, we talked about this at the beginning. My sona is like a tapestry of little aspects from characters I really liked in the past. Like, you can't really see it on her hand, but she has this wave tattooed that goes like up her whole arm and like to her like neck and everything. That's from a D&D character I like. The pirate pants and suspenders from a D&D character I like. The jacket's from an old sona. The shirt ideas from another thing I saw online that I thought looked cool. Like, just aspects from things I really enjoy. And like, I like whale sharks. That's, I guess, from me. But I don't know, the white streak in the hair. I don't want to talk about that.
Have you?
You're just getting old.
You don't want to talk about that?
All.
Gulp. Anyways, Dream SMP. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways.
Oh, fear.
But before we're inching toward the end of the episode. We're not at the end yet, mind you. We're still a good ways off, but not far enough off that I don't want to ask about this. What's it like teaching spinjitzu? How's that?
Dude, I love spinjitzu. You know, me every day, 10 out of 10. What the fuck is this? What's the bit? I'm so confused.
I just assumed that you were the guy from Ninjago because you said you had students before the show. That's where I'm leading with this. Yeah.
No.
I took a bit where I was just like assuming you were like an instructor of fucking spinjitzu for some goddamn reason.
I go to college
What
for
a bizarre bit.
I go to college for elementary education. I'm hoping to be a teacher. So that's the lore. So I teach younger students. I hoping right now the program I've been doing was third graders. So
right.
Yeah, that's the bit of students.
Right.
I see.
I have this friend who is actually like my husband's best friend, who's just like kind of my friend because they're my husband's friend and they're nice to me, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We get along fine. But it's a thing of just like they're also like in that like early education bracket. They're like toward the end, I think. They're at the point where they're doing like extended tenures as just like an assistant teacher. That's where they're at currently.
That'll be me in the fall. I graduate next spring. Yeah.
But I hear them talk about their students and they love it. They love every part. It's so cool to see like early onset teachers are so fun to watch. It's so fun to watch like college students who are going to become teachers or teachers in like their first like 2 or 3 years. Because once they get like worn down by the system of it all, it really shows. But like the enthusiasm just can't be fucking beat on those first couple of years. They really should just put you into retirement after like year 5, really.
Dear God, yeah. No, it is very fun. Last semester, we had this program where it's like an after-school program for the kids, but they would come to our classroom, and we would like do a lesson with them and everything. And I got these 2 kids that were best friends. They're both 3rd graders, and it was like boy and a girl, and they had the fattest crush on each other, and it was adorable to watch the whole time, because like we'd be playing like this Candyland type game, learning about like verbs and shit, and then the boy would win, and then he would like get a little sticker, and the girl would be kind of upset, and he would hand it to her and be like, "You can be a winner too." And I'm like on the ground clutching my heart.
That's adorable.
Kids are all right.
I'm like, I'm gonna get you guys in the snow globe and just shake you around. Oh my god, I love you guys. But
man.
yeah, that's what I meant by students.
No, you casually mentioned it, and then you were about to go, like Jed and I asked, and then you were about to go into it, and I had to like hard stop you on just like, no, this is a podcast subject. I think I don't know. This seems very podcast subject to me.
Or I do teach spinjitzu, you know, like maybe I just
maybe you do.
In secrecy,
maybe
somehow.
That's your secret identity, and Vox like got that immediately.
It's just onto you. I'm like, I'm Kiraing, I'm like ailing the fuck out of you. Not Kira, that's the other one.
Dude, you gotta cut the shit out of the podcast, man. Like they can't know about this yet. They can't know about this yet.
I think
it's my new brand, Spinjitzu.
I've just had like an epiphany. Sorry. Like I think my next rewatch of Death Note is going to be it's going to be the dub, and I'm going to go in and re-edit the episodes to have none of the internal dialogues, but all of the pauses still.
Good.
Like they're the same length, but the internal dialogues are muted, and it's just the noise in the background.
That's
so fucking funny. I'm sure that's real. I'm sure somebody's fucking done it.
No, they've done it for scenes. People have done it for scenes.
People have done it for Attack on Titan. I've seen clips from Attack on Titan, but it's that where they like cut out the internal dialogue, and so it would just be like panning to all these different horrible things happening, and it's silent. And then it's just like, I can't believe this. We gotta run, and then just like silence again.
I don't know. I feel like that kind of speaks to the silence. Like. I feel like that would make the experience of Attack on Titan more raw. Honestly, for me,
probably.
I don't know. Less character stuff, sure, but like the Death Note one is particularly funny because there's so much of that in that show. There are like 3-minute conversations that are stretched out for a whole episode. It's all that. It's literally all that. Like I got a clip a couple of years ago, and I still think about it, where they did this concept, but only for like a scene, and it was like they were like looking at a photo and trying to solve like an anagram, and they were just like sitting in silence for several minutes looking at it, and then just, could it be? No. That's all the dialogue you get for the next minute and a half. And then it's like, then they start actually talking about the thing for like 30, 45 seconds, and then they're back to it.
No.
I love that. I love that so much.
No shot.
But the thing is like they still and like grumble in silence, because that's like a real noise they made. So you're just 2 grown men, or like I guess 2 college students, kind of grown men. I don't know. I guess I'm a grown man, sure. But like, you know, what a weird thing to say about yourself. Just like, I guess, fine. I
guess I'll be a grown man. Sure, fuck it.
I guess today I'll do it.
I just don't know if they might be in high school. I genuinely don't know with Death
Note. They are in high school,
it's been so long. But just like two men sitting across from each other alone in a booth, just going, and like exchanging a word every now and again. Like, I think I passed that table as a waiter, as like a 3 people in a trench coat waiter, and I assume they're gay, right? And they're just on the most awkward date of all time. That's my immediate knee jerk based on that.
We should do that. We should go to lunch and not say a word to each other, just the waiter. I think that would be a funny bit.
And we're ordering in like, and I'll have the shrimp scallops, and I'll get like, can I get like a second mini entree on the side. But thank you.
Split the bill.
Split the
Like
bill.
very, very
Separate
particular
checks. Really
about the bill
passive-aggressive.
needing to be split.
Yeah,
Just
I think this is a
really
really funny bit. I think
passive-aggressive the
fake
whole
gay
time.
couples are a really good bit.
I love that.
Oh man. Can you make sure what he's ordering is not on my tab?
Yeah.
It's like fucking
Just like-
very vitriolic.
Would you like to start, sir? No, I'll let him start.
Just so you can
And
get
then
on
it's
a
like-
different ticket, you know. I don't want it on the same ticket.
Yeah, I'll get half a rack of ribs, and then the other guy from the other side of the table just, I'm not ordering that.
What was the
You know, he's like grumbling the whole time about it, like they had the exact same order, and he's pissed because he wants to be petty and not order the same thing.
yeah.
What a
Oh,
bit
And they
this
have
man,
to
is.
do
what a
the,
dumb
like-
bit.
He has to do the like, well, just give me like a few minutes to think about what I'm gonna order. It's just like, wow, he said, what you gonna order? It's just like really passive aggressive the whole time.
The whole
You're
time,
so good
not
at
leaving
shrimp.
each other.
Holy
alone.
shit! I like this is a weird compliment to give somebody. Most people 2 seconds into fake gay couple are like, okay, can we get out of like imaginary scenario land and have a conversation now? You're in it. You're with us.
No,
You're
I'm
with
in the
us.
conversation. I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm
we're fucking making shit up, dude. We're improving.
we're rolling with it.
We're rolling with it. Yes, and motherfucker.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh
man.
man.
Okay, I guess I'll have my first
But,
question of the episode. I suppose.
Yeah, go for
Unless you're going somewhere with that.
it. No, I mean I got nothing. I've got like one question left, but that's it. And
Fuck
it's not
it,
a
finish your
particularly
list. No,
important
finish
one.
your list. We got time for you to finish your whole list. I leave you high and dry all the time because I have like very specific guest questions. I'll let you have your guest questions today.
Do you have an ultimate goal for streaming or content creation on the whole? Career or hobby or anything?
Honestly, not really. When I started streaming and stuff and like doing YouTube and stuff, I never had it with the intention of like, I want to make it big. It's more just, it's something I want to do. Like, just to fill the time, you know? I met a lot of cool people through it. I met my partner through it. Like, yeah, that's just how it is. I've never had the intention of, I want to be a big creator or anything like that. I never had that intention. I still don't. It's not something that I'm, like, striving for. I think, like, one day if it were to happen and I just fucking blew up, like, absolutely, I'd go for it full force. But I'm not, like, running for it, like, balls to the wall, that's my end goal. It's more just, I'm just doing it for fun. Like, I'll tweet some stupid things, I'll once in the blue moon stream, I'll do commissions, like, I'll do that. I'll play on Minecraft servers, I'll do whatever, like, pop off, sure. That's really it.
Go for
Like,
it.
I'm just around. Yeah, pretty much.
Just around, just hanging about. And
Just
that's fair,
around.
honestly. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, and I'm glad to have somebody else here because everybody who gets on the show is like, "Fucking yeah, no, I love this shit, and I want this to be my thing." And it's nice to have somebody who's just like, "Yeah, I just like doing it sometimes," you know.
Yeah,
That's
I've like when anytime like I apply for something, it's like, "Are you a content creator?" I'd be like, I'll call myself like the quote sometimes content creator, and I've just kind of dubbed that as my thing because I think it's funny. Like, yeah, I'm just
content
sometimes
creators when I feel like it.
yeah, pretty much. Like, I'll stream and I'll do like a kick-ass lore stream, or like I'll like go on someone else's stream and do like some creepy fucking evil shit on Willow or whatever, or like
Evil shit.
evil
shit.
slime
Did you
creature.
know? Other than the recent arc, this is the first time I'm hearing your character's supposed to be a villain. Like, at all.
Dude, she's doing her
This
own
is the
shit.
first time I'm
It's-
hearing. We have been. Dude, Schematico has been associated with every bad guy on the server because not only are we doing dirty dealings with Bush right now, and then we were doing some pretty nasty stuff before that, but the whole server wide, the whole season, we've been like, because of the Herobrine stuff and the infection stuff and all the other stuff, we've been going, oh, poor ChippedShrimp, they don't deserve this. They deserve better than that. Come on. Like, we're not aware of all of the sins you've
Keep the
committed,
characters
so we're just like,
unknowing.
oh man, poor guy.
It's a character that's annoying. It's funnier that way.
We're
gonna
chaotic
keep
neutral
playing it
in the
that way,
sense
of course.
we don't
Sometimes gonna like
understand.
foreknowledge myself out of it. It's way funnier to not do that.
Yeah, well, because like to my character's knowledge, I knew the shrimp from Console Craft,
Yeah.
who like was like pretty nice, and like was the reason that I found a cure. So I was like, fuck it, sure.
Yeah, I mean, because in the it's the same character. Samara from Console Craft was her. And when she died and everything, she died protecting Rift and all that shenanigans. She became Willow Shrimp, and so that was still her for a bit. And then she it was during the Herobrine stuff in Willow. She started going on a bit of a power hungry power chase for a bit. Because she was always stuck being like, oh, she's the right-hand man. She's the knight, but she's not the king. Mm-hmm. She's this, the runner-up, but she's not the main person.
Sick of being second fiddle.
Pretty much. And so this was she died. She got blown up with the Fallen Kingdom, the one that Fee built. She got blown the fuck up. Yeah, she ran inside.
That motherfucker died. Pass away. That motherfucker died.
She exploded. Her shit was everywhere. And then she got basically revived. Which I had that sense of she's a slime creature, so she just kind of, Deadpool style, just kind of formed again.
Regels, yeah. Sorry, we got a shrimp jello mold in the attic. I'll go grab it.
But she reformed with this just idea of crazy vengeance and crazy revival, and I am still in the process of it. But the next
crazy
quote arc
hamburger.
is crazy hamburger. She's gonna start this whole new kingdom about being a salvation and putting herself as in a role of basically God. And being I'm finally pretty fucking much she is. It's I'm going to be the main thing. People will be at my fucking feet, either with me or afraid of me, and I don't care what it is. But that's the end goal. And she's working with Bush, or she is going to work with Bush. So I guess in relation, she's going to work with Schematico.
Yeah,
that's funny.
So we'll see what happens.
We might run into you more often. That'd be great.
Hell yeah. Evil slime bitch. I love her.
Speaking of Bush, I feel so bad.
Okay.
We were supposed to. There was this lore thing, right? That we planned months ahead, and it just happened to fall at the time where my brain was like, all right, you're burnt out. You need to reevaluate all your life choices and not stream for 3 weeks.
Oh, dang.
And so I felt really bad because I was like, the last thing I said to Bush before that in character was, yeah, we'll have that contract to you by Monday on Saturday 3 weeks ago.
You didn't specify which Monday. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, you fixed it. You fixed it.
I win. You're welcome. You're welcome, Vox.
That's absolutely how we do that, right, Jed? That's how we do that. I feel less bad about it. I feel less bad about it a little bit though, because it seems like kind of everybody's on let's take a break from doing Willow SMP for a minute binge, and that's good. It's good that it aligned.
I don't know, because I've definitely taken a step back. Nothing from Willow has made me step back. I've just had been really busy with the show I was doing, and then as soon as that show ended, or kind of in the middle / when the show ended, I got really involved with another server. It's called Fabled. I got really involved with another server called Fabled SMP, and that's still going on right now. Yeah, Clover, who's in Cloverbite, who's in Willow. They made the server, and so I've been really involved with that server. I love that server. It's so fun. But that server, I think a thing I really like about it is we don't really stream on it. We record on it, and so we'll have VODs we upload and everything, which is cool. But then it's I don't have to get on the server to quote be in character. We have a little thing in the server where it's a comms chat where if we need to talk about something, we don't have to be on a server, on stream, for the world to see. It's we can just do it for us. And it's kind of just an internal thing. And it's really nice. It's it doesn't have to be a performance with an audience. It's just building a story with friends. And I love that. It goes back to one of my favorite quotes of all time. It's something Bo Burnham said in his Make Happy.
This could be anything.
His Make Happy tour. No, his Make Happy tour. His ending quote was if you can live your life without an audience, you should do it. And that quote has just stuck with me for years. If you can just live your life without the constant surveillance of people and judgment of people, do it. And I think that's also goes with my thing of content creation of just I can just do what I want And it doesn't have to be for people. It could just be for me. I can stream whenever I want because that's what I want to do. I can hop on this server whenever I want because that's what I want to do. I'm not sticking to a schedule. I'm not like forcing myself to, okay, it's Wednesday, it's Minecraft lore day. Like, no, I can just do whatever the hell I want. And I think that's what I like the most. I don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just steady, which I like.
I don't know. For me personally, I get it. I understand it. And there are times where I'm just like, man, I just want to be alone or just with friends and working on a private project that's nothing. I think my perfect existence is just being a recluse with an infinite amount of wealth and like a campus worth of like land and just, hey, that weird guy who lives like on like 17, 20 acres of land in like a little shack out there. He made a new thing. What the hell is it? It's nothing like the last thing. That's what I want. I want to be Vincent Van Gogh, I'm realizing. I just want to like just start pumping shit out. I just want to start pumping out art that matters to me that everybody else despises.
Vox, imagine your character design with one ear. Think about it.
I've thought about clipping the ear.
Willow. I'll do it in Willow.
Really?
I'll cut off your ear.
Oh shit, you'll give you a haircut? Awesome.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Like a goddamn stray cat.
Haircut, and you're gonna like snip my ear. It's gonna be great.
And just, shit, my bad, man.
Oh my god, I was picturing like a split in the ear, but now I'm thinking about the possibility of like, how would you really cut somebody's ear if you actually cut them? And you would cut it the same way they cut cats' ears to like tell you that like this stray cat is neutered.
Yeah. The little little triangle out of it, yeah.
And that's such a funny thing to imagine my character walking around with an ear marking that distinctly means my balls are off.
That would be such a funny character design. Oh my god.
That is really funny. If I ever design like a more pathetic, like just worse version of the rat, I'll do that. That's a really funny thing to include on something like that.
That's amazing.
Oh man.
But yeah. Man, Vox. You've got the fun questions. Get on with it.
Oh, I've got fun questions. I could be asking questions. We're not just gonna sit here and like King of the Hill the show away and just the whole time.
I mean, we could. That could be the outro bit. I mean,
we kind of did blow the thank
us.
you ChippedShrimp thing, I think. No, we can go back around on that.
I think we actually have already done that as an outro for an episode.
How? What?
Say thank you, ChippedShrimp?
I don't know. I feel like
we
might have
done that.
I don't know.
We've told that story on the show before, I think. Jesus Christ. This show is like, that's the thing about getting up there in the numbers on episodes of this thing, is that people listen to this, and I'm mortified at the idea that we've told this story before, and we've told it like 3 times, and are just only aware that we told it once.
when I had a podcast with my partner and a few of our other friends, we were always so fucking like afraid of that. It was just like, have we talked about this before? I don't know. Oh god. And then we would just be like, what do we talk about? Because I think we've talked about everything for the past like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what's nice about there being like guest weeks. Like, I think we're gonna start to cut back on guest weeks at some point in time, just out of like necessity.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll ever be like every other episode again, just because we don't have a consistent stream anymore. Like, we don't have like a backlog of people to pull from for the show anymore.
So guest episodes may be when we can. So
like
that
we can get somebody interesting or fun on, but they'll be not that like you're not interesting or fun. I just mean that like we're not doing a guest episode because we're doing a guest week. We're doing a guest episode because this guy's here. We want to talk to them, you know.
Yeah, I get you. Hell yeah.
Which, by the way, you would have been here way sooner. I felt mortified, speaking of things to be embarrassed of, when Jed was like, we haven't had shrimp on the show. What are you talking about? Because I distinctly remember having you on the show at some point, and I'm getting a wire crossed somewhere, and I know I am, but that's why you were just on the back end of the list for people to ask to be on the show.
Yeah, because I remember you would reference the show in lore, and I was like, oh, holy shit, wow.
Did I reference the show? I think we were in like a quasi lore at that point.
We were in like a quasi lore, but one of us
Shrimp referenced the
like
show.
We were fighting, and Shrimp was like, "Oh shit, Vox Jed fight about it."
Yeah, y'all were
and
doing
it was-
some
it was
shit, and I was like, I can't
cursed.
believe they're fighting about it. You guys should make a podcast about this. Anyways.
We argue in every
Yeah.
other piece of content we make, but the show is the funniest fucking thing.
I know, we're so like polite to
We're
each
so
other
bad
on
at
the show
engineering.
'cause
You
it's so
can't engineer
professional.
greatness, dude. It just has to happen. Good arguments flourish.
Yeah.
You know?
Can you guys have an
can't- you
episode
can't
where you have
force-
fake beef? Can you have just fake beef for a whole episode and be like, that's what Samantha
like-
said.
what, like
Oh, you're
mystery
bringing up
beef?
what
We-
Samantha said, and you just like go off back and forth about that, just like imaginary lore, imaginary, just like hate.
making shit up.
Exactly.
Bringing up
New
making
So
characters
shit
and
funny.
up.
shit.
Yeah, and just like, I can't believe Jerry said that about you. What the fuck did Jerry say about me? Oh, you know. Well, what did he fucking say about me? Oh, you would like to know, wouldn't you? What the fuck? Just like
Yeah.
back and
Yeah,
forth.
just that whole back and forth. Every episode.
I think
It's like
our
the
best
audience is not
argument-
benefited for it. They're just hearing names.
And then you just make up
Yeah.
a new name every time. Like, it's never the same name, but it's the same, like, person.
Like we were talking about Margaret a minute ago. How the hell did we get to James? Where did we end up here? They're the same
That
guy.
was-
That's what fucking Penelope said. Huh, that bitch.
How often does this person
That would be-
transition? They must be having a hell of a problem with their gender identity, dude.
That poor person.
Oh man.
That
That
poor
would be a good time.
bastard. Oh man.
bastard.
We're coming up on closing
good
time.
times.
And I figure only like 6 minutes after you were just talking about how you don't have a stream schedule and how you kind of just do it whenever you want and fuck the audience. They're not like you're not beholden to them. Now's the time where you promote your stuff at the end of the show. You have a link tree or a card or something we can link.
Do I have? I do. Hold
You have
on.
a link tree.
You do.
I have something. Yep, I think something like either that or a card.
I was just on it. It was a card.
Well,
I
what's
think.
on there? What
Alright.
kind of stuff do you do? And then we'll link whatever it
mean-
happens to be down below.
Pulls that collar. I don't really post. Shit. Sometimes I post. I mainly just post on Twitter right now. I've been meaning to open up commissions again. So if I would promote anything is, I guess, just keep an eye out on my Twitter. I do commissions, pretty cheap commissions, I would say. I'm a broke college kid striving to be a teacher who will also be broke in the future. So
Yeah.
money would be really nice. In the nicest way possible. But that'd be the one thing I guess I'd promote. Other than that, the only thing else I can think of to promote isn't my own thing. It'd be like, go check out my partner's
Holy
stuff,
shit, you really
Bowling
were a
Alley,
pirate
on
one
Twitter.
time.
I was a pirate. I had pirate stuff, yeah.
No, I'm not even
Holy
looking at
shit,
your
wow.
stuff. You just like your mic didn't catch a syllable there, so you just went. That be the only thing I want to promote, other than like shouting out my partner.
The only thing I want to promote on the 7th.
You can find me sailing the high sea
No, but
on me card.
I mean, oh my god, it goes back to the fucking Lost thing. Oh my god. The only thing I would want to promote that, like, on top of that isn't my own stuff. It'd be my partner's stuff. I'd want to promote Bowling Alley. They stream, they VTube, they want to actually make it big, unlike me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Check out my
go
partner.
to Bowling Alley's profile and like pop into a stream, go to a comment section, a Twitter reply, whatever. Just say I'm
Yes.
sorry. Just go tell them that I'm sorry. A collab's coming, I swear, but I'm sorry.
Who knows? Maybe we'll have Bowling Alley on the books. We'll
yeah.
see.
Fuck it, we got a guest episode coming up. Maybe.
Yeah.
Perchance.
I mean, we always have a guest episode coming up, so
Yeah.
thank you guys
Oh,
so much
yeah.
for coming to this.
It's
guest
always
episode,
Christmas. I'll
though.
fight about it. But thank you guys so much for joining us. Sorry, this is my outro, buddy. What the
Yeah,
fuck
it
are you
is.
doing? I'm
You're
having
not
the
doing
stance.
it. Is the
I'm
problem?
waiting for
complaining
the
about
fucking
it.
subject to be over.
It's the
Okay, I'm losing my voice. I can't be
podcasting.
yelling at you at the end of the show.
Podcasting.
But you can check out the show Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern time, standard or daylight, depending on what time zone we're in. We might be at a different time zone by the time this episode comes out. Like technically, due to daylight savings. Weird.
Really? That's coming up. God damn it.
Ew.
Actually, no, that's
Alright.
coming up like middle of next month. But either way,
Oh, thank
you can
God.
check out the show on YouTube and Spotify at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On YouTube, it's a premiere, so you can watch it kind of live. You can watch it with a live chat sidebar, like interacting. So if you want to like I don't know, take notes on the show, you can do that there. There's
There
also
will
like
be a
our
quiz.
socials. We got a Twitter. Well, we had a Twitter. We have a we have a Spotify, or not a Spotify, a TikTok. We do have a Spotify, but that's not a social. Man, I'm really flouting this outro today.
Yeah.
But either way, I think that's all the stuff. We have a card
I
page
think
where you
that's
can find
it.
literally
We've
all
got
that
a card
stuff I just
page.
mentioned. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Incredible how that works.
oh, our card page now has links for artists. We credit our artists
yeah.
now because we forgot to set that up on the card page. We have like buttons for
Yeah, I caught
for
that.
our musician
yesterday.
Legal and our like artist for all our art assets, MKV8. Go check them out. And yeah, I think that's the show. Everybody, can we attempt to do like an in unison? Thank you, ChippedShrimp, the three of us.
Oh my
I
god.
think we'll
that's
fail,
not gonna
but we can
work,
try.
Yeah, let's do it.
You ready?
All right. Trip, you want to count us in?
Do you want me count us? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck.
Well, we're thanking you for counting us in.
Oh shit! Okay. 3, 2, 1. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
ChippedShrimp. That did not work.
That didn't work at all.
Not even a little
We'll
bit.
see how y'all next time.